I
Josh Berry on point, leading the first laps for the Wood brothers here at Martinsville since Hall of Famer Ricky Rudd in 2005. Boy, this still will not resolve. Still 3 wide.
Never what you want to hear at Martinsville, middle of 3. I want to be bottom of 3, Kevin. If we're going to be 3 wide, I want to be on the inside.
Yeah, you see that bottom lane stack up, and Riley
got the wall.
in the wall right there.
what?
And the cars with 4 new tires, all pressing. Looking back from Brad Keselowski, the BuiltSubmarines.com cam, he was one of those that stayed out.
And they're all over him in the rear. You got Bell on the outside, Logano on the inside. He's got his elbows out, making his car as wide as possible.
Yeah, Josh Berry just ran his fastest lap, so that track position is doing his car good. But we've got a battle in the middle of this pack.
Hold on. Pause, guys, for 1 second because the audio's fucked up. Holy shit! What a way to drop the ball. Discord.
2 runner-ups in MRL, I think. No, 1 runner-up.
Okay, I think Discord's fixed. So now I got the
I've
audio
finished
back.
top 4 7 million times, but I've never gotten the championship.
So we're green.
Guess where I finished it? I ran 3 races this week. I finished
Yeah,
3rd,
we're good.
2nd, and 4th. What a great way.
And we also have Tony Iverson. He doesn't have video, but he's got audio on here as well. Oh, they're getting spicy out there. It's because Keselowski tried a new lane.
Brad and Bell.
And look, there's
That's
Ty.
my
I will
pick to
never
win
fool
today.
anyone ever again. All right, so let's kick it over to another driver. I'm going to pick Jared Kelly because he's eating.
Me and my pot 5. My favorite, Kyle Busch in that number 8 car. Love that 8 car. And he looked really good, 3-lap average. I think the streak ends today because I had bad luck, so that means he's got to have some good luck.
Oh, that's a good call.
Oh no, I froze.
Oh,
There we go.
next. Who's next? Let's kick it over to Dalton. Dalton, what's going to happen, bud?
All right, my favorite, Tyler Reddick, the guy who so graciously gave Kyle Busch that 8 car. And
all of his height.
I'm picking Austin Cindric in the Menards Meat Missile.
You dirty rat. You dirty rat. Why would you pick that guy? A lot of Penske picks. All right, Joe Volpus, what you got, brother?
So, yeah, my favorite driver right now is Kyle Larson on the grid, and I got Bubba winning today. Mean Gene, I also got your favorite driver's shirt on. I don't know if you can see it.
There it is. The Riley.
They make those?
Yes, they do.
Wow. How much did you pay for that?
buy those?
I don't remember. I think I paid like 20 for it last year.
Wow.
All right. So he's got half as many shirts in production as the Zach Panzarella Truck Championship shirt.
Straight up. Not even the cap.
Hey, buddy's AWOL, so I'm going to kick it over to Tony. You can't see him, but you can hear him.
Yeah, favorite driver, Kyle Busch. Went with him after Gordon retired because I didn't know where else they go. And he's a Nevada guy like myself, so it seemed like a good fit. But I think today the 20 car is going to get a 4th win as much as I don't want it. He's good at this track, and they got something figured out this year.
Nice. He's going the wrong way right now, though. He was up in the front. Now he's faded to 12th here on lap 54. That's crazy. Buddy's not back, but the GTR Racing is represented in that picture.
Yeah. We need money from them now.
So, I mean,
Who were
realistically,
your guys'... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I play fantasy NASCAR. I'm sure some of you guys do as well. So when I was looking at the drivers for this, it seemed like 4 drivers were easy picks for me. You know, Kyle Larson always does well, Bell, Byron, Blaney. But who's that? Who's that fifth? Or is there a
Chase
driver
Elliott.
not of those 4 that y'all feel? Obviously, there's a Bubba Wallace call over here and a Kyle Busch
At
call.
this
but-
track specifically, with the conditions they're running it, I think Denny Hamlin is one that you have to think about. He's really good at tire saving, and that seems to be an issue at this track this year. And
A lot
he's won
here.
here before.
I like Chase Elliott a lot. I think Hendrick
You
always
don't think
brings.
they'll tell Chase Elliott to just follow Kyle Larson around until
I mean, Larson was
Until Bell
horrible at
catches
this
him?
racetrack until he got in that 5 race car. I think his best finish was like upwards of the 20s in the 42. So this was notoriously Kyle Larson's worst racetrack until he was in that 5, which really to me, I was like, wow, Hendrick brings really fast cars here. So Chase
Well,
Elliott.
it probably helps when Rick Hendrick owns the racetrack.
I didn't know that. Does he really?
I think so.
I mean, if that was
Don't you hate
also the
when-
case, I would anyone besides
Don't you
Hendrick.
hate when car owners buy racetracks? Y'all ever been to Indianapolis? That's a really
No, I
nice
haven't, but yeah,
facility.
I was just saying that Roger Penske owns Indianapolis, yeah. And he owns the whole fucking series. Imagine if Rick Hendrick owned a NASCAR. That'd be kind of crazy.
Does he not?
I thought he already does with some of the calls they make.
Not on paper, guys.
Well, I'm thinking not so much him, but just the amount of wins that Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon have accumulated. Those guys.
Yeah. So actually, I want to know. Let's go around. Who is everyone's? Because I think it seems like a lot of people are the same as me. Everyone's favorite driver before their current, so the retired favorite driver. Mine's Jeff Gordon, and I like Jeff Gordon a lot. I don't know why. My favorite kart driver was Jimmy Vasser. He's the reason I run the 12. And so when I started watching NASCAR as a kid, obviously the car stuck out, the Rainbow Warrior, and I was like, oh, double of 12 is 24. So obviously this guy. That's also literally as an adult when I started to love Larson, I was like, reversing 24 is 42. So I love Kyle Larson. So that's always been a thing for me too. But mine was Jeff Gordon. Huge Jeff Gordon fan growing up.
I want to go next on this one since I follow the Jeff Gordon commonality, but it actually is it chokes me up a little bit thinking about it. But my dad, he did just pass away a couple years ago, but when I was about 5 years old and 7 years old, it was 93. And he never would invite me to the living room to watch the race with him. And for whatever reason, he decided to do it that day. So I got epically excited. I went out to the living room and we're sitting there watching the race. And I only knew that cars were going fast. I didn't really know anything about the sport yet, but I was loving it. I didn't know if it was the sport or the fact that my dad desired my presence. But when he told me, he told me his favorite driver, he's like, yeah, you see that black number 3 car? He's like, that's the one I like. He's like, what car do you like?
Yeah.
Excuse me, the baby volume. But I was watching the race, and the only car sticking out to me was Gordon's. Every time the cars flew by the camera, he was the only one that I could actually see. So I just told my dad I liked him, and my dad's like, oh, he just started, and he won his first dual race at Daytona, so it should be a good year for him. And then next thing you know, the rivalry between those two spawned, and it kind of was a bonding point for my dad and myself until 01 at Daytona, of course. But yeah, Gordon all the way for that reason.
It seemed like a fun rivalry. It was like I was too young back then and I wasn't going to races, but it seems like to me from the research I've done and the videos I've seen that Dale and Jeff fans didn't hate each other. Like they just rooted for different. They both understood what the two drivers stood for in NASCAR, and they identify with that, but they embrace the other part of the other part of the sport, which I think.
Yeah, and in the South, the manufacturer matters more sometimes. Like the fact that they both ran Chevys was a big deal. That kept a lot of the banter down. Just for that simple fact that they were both in a Chevrolet, but they had good interactions on tape. Like when they did, it wasn't like they fought each other or.
That's a good point. They liked each other off track.
Yeah, and I think that helped out a lot with the way the fans interacted with each other as well. But they raced so well against each other too, and had so many moments against each other. It was just fun, you know. The Gordon fans would call him an old guy, and then the Earnhardt fans would call him a little punk kid, and you know, then the rainbow thing started spawning jokes about other stuff, and then he switched to a flame car, and that just made everybody call him a flamer.
Oh, I loved it. I
But
embraced
yeah, it was it was
that.
good stuff. I loved it.
That Rainbow Warrior car to me as a kid or like represented to me like what what made sponsorship make sense for me. Because I was like, I don't get why they pay all this money to be on these race cars. I don't fully get it. And then I remember like I go to Home Depot and I get excited when I saw DuPont paint. And I was like, well, I guess it's working. Oh, Busher around.
Oh no.
So Joe, I think you're next because you're the other Gordon fan I know of here, right?
Yeah. Big Gordon fan. As Chris Buescher here with his nice old El Paso car. Big fan of old El Paso too.
It's same color as LeBron car.
Yeah. Gordon was definitely a big fan of him when I was younger. You know, I'm not very old, so I don't get the chance to watch most of Gordon's career, unfortunately. I wasn't, old enough to see any of his championships.
Same.
Pretty much. So,
Same.
It's pretty sad that I didn't get a chance to see that as Hocevar decides to dump Chris Buescher down a straightaway.
That was just nice. Hocevar, Chris Buescher. Nothing more, nothing less. Miami Sam Milliken, that 55 car.
No, that's just typical Carson Hocevar for you.
Yeah. I know. I remember like Jeff Gordon retired with something like 78 wins. Am I wrong?
You're very
Jeff Gordon had 93 wins, sir.
I'm sorry, 93. I probably saw like on TV 10. Like I really missed the glory days.
Trying to think. I saw the last 500 win. I saw plenty of them in between, and of course the last one here at Martinsville.
Epic
Shout
race.
out to Matt Kenseth, right, Mean Gene?
Out Matt Kenseth. What happened there, man? You blow a tire or something? Who was your favorite driver back in the 1930s, Mean Gene?
Well, I was working at a gas station, and this fella walked in to sign autographs for Coors Light. And he had a big old long ponytail and wore glasses and brought a guitar. And he was really chill and asked me who my favorite NASCAR driver was. I said, I don't know. And he said, well, you ever heard of Richard Petty? I said, the guy from Cannonball Run? He said, no. The guy with a bunch of cup championships. That's my dad. And I said, okay, I'll pull for him. He said, no, you should pull for me. I'm Kyle Petty. And that day, a Kyle Petty fan was born, and, well, he never won again. So thanks for that, Kyle. And then I went to a race, and they were booing this fella, Joey Logano, and then the devil popped up. I signed a contract, and here we are. But Kyle Petty was definitely one of my favorite drivers. I enjoyed Kyle. Because, being from Alabama, we lost Davey. And I couldn't be a Davey Allison fan.
Davey Allison, obviously never got to see him race. He, to me, is the one that sticks out the most of, like, if I could choose one driver to have gotten to see his whole career, it would be Davey Allison. That dude was going to be a killer. Have I ever told you my Kyle Petty story, me and Gene? Funny one. Okay, so I was watching, like, Inside NASCAR Race Hub, whatever it is, and back when Kyle Petty was on it. And they had Carson, not Carson, Daly from fucking IndyCar. What's his first name?
Connor Daly.
Connor Daly, thank you. They had Connor Daly on, and Connor Daly back then was growing out his mullet. And they're like, oh, your mullet's looking good. And he's like, you're my biggest inspiration, Kyle Petty. My whole mullet is based off of yours. He's like, there's actually a picture of you that I'm basing it off of. And he pulled up the picture on the air. and it's this epic picture of Kyle Petty with this glorious mullet. Like if you Google Kyle Petty, it'll be one of the first ones that comes up. And he's like, if I had a shirt with that picture on it, I would wear it every day. And so some of you guys know this. I make t-shirts like for a living, or I used to back then especially. And so I DM'd Connor and I was like, hey, you want that shirt? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, what's your size? He was like, I'm a large. So I made him a black and white large Kyle Petty shirt, huge, like this big of design of just Kyle Petty with a mullet. And we met up at Phoenix and he wore it and took a picture of Kyle Petty with it on. And I got to take a picture with Connor and he sent me, like, he asked me, he's like, how much do I owe you for the shirts? I'm like, send me some merch and we're completely even. And he sent me a pit shirt signed, a shirt signed, and a hero card signed. So shout out Connor Daly, super, super cool, down to earth guy. And yeah, I'm responsible for a little bit of his wardrobe, and it's Kyle Petty.
Nice.
Yeah, and Kyle Petty responded on Twitter. It was like, I'm so glad someone made it. I'm like, fuck yeah. I was so proud of myself. Yeah, great guy. Both of them are.
Who's next? Who's next?
Dalton is a Kevin Harvick fan. Before that, he was a Dale fan. Am I right?
They're banging each other on the pit road here.
Yeah, we'll say that's correct. Yeah, Harvick. Yeah, he. I think I pretty much just followed the lineage of the 3-car after Dale died, and boy, at some points Kevin did not make it like easy to stay a fan of him, just with some of the antics, especially when he went down to the lower series sometimes.
How it happened.
And I was like a manufacturer guy too, and then SHR they switched to Ford, and there was the whole kind of breakup with Kevin and RCR before that, and so I kind of lost manufacturer loyalty and as a fan, at least in that way, and even really team loyalty in that I was kind of not a fan of anybody for a couple of years there, but I think Tyler Reddick's my guy now.
Reddick is crazy talented. Joey Logano is going to win the stage.
Let's go.
These are the same drivers that we had diecast for last week. This is boring.
Casual AJ Allmendinger third.
No,
I don't have an AJ diecast.
We have not seen any Joey Logano diecast out of you.
I don't have any, and it's not a
What's
mistake.
up with that? Three times.
You guys choose a driver, and I'll get a diecast.
3 times.
It can't be Joe.
Okay, let's see that Riley Herbst diecast.
Choose another driver.
Let's see that Noah Gregson.
Ooh.
Let's see that AJ Allmendinger diecast.
I like Noah Gregson. I wish he didn't suck at Cup so far. I want to see him do well so bad.
With the mullet, like, come on, bro. You should be like top 5 with that mullet.
I feel like Noah will get it together sooner or later. There's no way he's gonna fade out like LaJoy style or something.
I'm not getting sucked into this one.
Y'all terrified me earlier. Y'all terrified me saying trouble in the pits after Joey's double spinneroonie last week. We were back after.
I saw similar suspects just without him.
Yeah, exactly. Kyle Larson again getting attacked.
I saw the 21 there as well. Looked like he was
And once again, Larson's just driving by and somebody slams into him. It's like, come on, man. Yeah, Josh Berry, he's got tricks.
Why the hell is the 8-car limping around in the back coming across the line there? What the fuck?
Where's Willie B? Where's Willie B? Thought he'd do good today.
I don't know. He was out to lunch there in the first stage. He's
Yeah,
not doing me any favors for my fantasy lineup.
Same. Not in the top 20.
That's why he's in the garage at the moment.
The garage.
Garage.
I'm about to put him in the garage.
Man, what's Larson doing? He didn't get me any stage points. Neither did Bubba. Wow. All these guys doing wonders for me right now. Thanks, guys. Wow. I can't believe I got to shout out Alex Bowman for getting me stage points for the lineup. What about you, Gene? You got Bowman over there today?
No,
You passed on him?
I passed on Bowman. I ended up going Chase Elliott and Willie B for Hendricks. Actually, I took Larson, Elliott, and Willie B from Hendricks. I
So
picked
you
the wrong
took
guy.
you left out the man. If you're gonna take, you might as well. You should have won all a full stop. I went full stop. I put all 4 of them in.
Smart.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, my fantasy lineup is in my phone, and I'm using my phone to broadcast.
Yeah, I'm looking at this right now. Joey 2-time. No, yeah, 2-time, 3-time now. Yeah, you're sitting in 9th right now in here. Isn't that where you finish every week? Isn't that what you said last night? You said you don't want to finish 9th this week.
No, no more of that.
Not in Bonfire, he doesn't.
Wouldn't that be a
No,
career high?
hell no. I finished 18th every week in
Yeah, I was gonna say if you finish 9th on a Sunday morning, it'll be celebrating. There'll be champagne flying all over that room.
Yeah, I got a bottle ready somewhere back in here.
All right, guys. I don't disappoint. Hey, John Dinger.
The Dinger.
Is that the 47 car?
Noah Gragson. This is his 4-peat. Yeah, remember when he won 4 in a row?
Look at that. That's mullet Noah too.
That's
mullet.
Maybe I'll get this away to 100 subscribers. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want it.
I'm gonna make a fake account.
And I think I showed this one already, but I'm not sure if I did. Did I show this?
Don't
This is a
remember.
Joe
I've seen it.
Special Edition
I've
Hot
seen it.
Hot Wheels Mustang.
He didn't want you to see the car, so he signed on the front.
What a fucking idiot! First of all, idiot. Like it's
Looked like he signed it twice.
He's like, oh, let me just sign over the car so no one can see the Mustang. Moron.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Shout out to that Gragson one, because like they were like, hey, I bet we can find a way to get him to buy the same diecast 4 times.
4 times.
Yeah, it was the same exact car.
I got this for very inexpensive to where I was like, why not? You know?
Or
I will
diecast
say-
for the price of one.
Noah's very nice too. Noah's a very cool dude in person. So is Joey, unfortunately. Joey's so sweet.
Yeah,
No,
Joey is a nice
he's
person,
evil. Boo him.
except
Boo
inside the
him.
race car.
Boo him at the track. That's what made me a
Listen-
fan. Was all the boos. It was amazing.
Listen, we're gonna make you change all your gear around. All right. We're gonna find somebody else to boo.
I'm gonna have to change my gear, all right, because you see back there where it says 3-time. That's right. It's gonna say 4 times.
Those 22s are going to turn into 27s. If you want,
You can make me a
booze.
Hocevar fan. I don't
Really,
mind.
Hocevar? Yeah, you can't get me to boo Hocevar. Come on.
See the truck he bought a couple days ago? He bought like a Dale Earnhardt like daily driver
Yeah,
truck.
I saw that.
Amazing. It was like Cletus McFarland's truck, but cheap.
Who hasn't
'cause I-
mentioned their background driver?
Who was what?
Who hasn't said their
Oh,
driver
Buddy.
prior?
What's that?
Who is your favorite driver? Your pick to win, and who is the driver you grew up rooting for?
It's changed over the years. My pick to win today was just because NASCAR told me that he was a sleeper, so I was like, let's go for it. The driver, I was always a Davey Allison fan. The old late '90s NASCAR or early '90s stuff like that was fun times in NASCAR. So a lot of the older guys. I really didn't watch a whole lot of NASCAR through whenever you had Jeff Gordon that came in there and you had Tony Stewart, guys like that. You gotta like the smoke. Today I really don't. I really don't follow anyone too closely today. Kyle Larson maybe, just because it doesn't seem like there's anything that he can't drive or whatever. Or it seems like he can drive whatever he gets in.
Best in the world. God, did you guys hate Tony Stewart as much as I did? I hated that guy.
Oh yeah,
It was
I think the old Kyle Busch, the way that people like he was a really contrasty driver whenever he first came into the Cup Series, and there was a lot of you either hated him or you liked him, and I think there's a lot of people that felt that way about Tony too, like Tony
to
Stewart.
me, he was like a bully.
Yeah.
He reminded me of like a high school bully. He just gave me bad vibes. I hated him, and I hated Dale Earnhardt. I hated Dale Earnhardt. Like, I wanted him out of the sport so badly. I can't even describe how. Like, I was like, the world would be so much better if Dale Earnhardt wasn't in it. And then God's like, all right,
Well.
there. I was like, never mind, never mind. Oh my God, I was kidding.
It was you bastard.
I know. That honestly did teach me like the value of, as a child, it taught me like the value of a race car driver's life. To be honest, like I thought I just hated him so much, and I was just all I thought about was NASCAR and how much I hated him. And then that happened, and I was like, oh wow, I really, really wish that hadn't happened. Like I wish he was still here, and I would still deal with him on the racetrack if he was still here. But I truly didn't understand that until that happened. And that made me stop watching NASCAR for a while. Did you guys keep watching after that?
Yeah, I did, but my dad didn't. My dad didn't watch until the next. It was crazy because even after Harvick won that race at Atlanta, my dad was still like, I don't even care who that guy is, And then when they went back to Daytona, my dad's interest was piqued because he just wanted to see Dale Jr. go back to that track, and then we all know what happened there. My dad and I both cried on the couch together. It was crazy.
I had hard. I mean, everyone did. If you didn't, you're soulless. For me, I became very like part-time fan after that. I went from, like,
just
weekend
ate a
no matter
hot
what.
dog sideways.
Oh, I just saw that. And then he ate a hot dog.
Speaking of drivers and stuff, Jamie McMurray was another one that I followed, but it was only because he's a Joplin guy. I'm a Joplin guy. You kind of got to root for the guy that makes it in your town that you're from.
I love Jamie McMurray. So good in the booth with Parker on Saturdays. Him and Parker are like my two biggest inspirations.
Zach, when we had brought it up the other night, metalcore and deathcore and stuff of that nature. Do you like slam metal?
Give me an example of a band.
Maybe like, have you ever heard Origin?
Yeah.
Okay, so take something like that, but slow it down slightly. And there's this band called Restrictor Plate, and it's a NASCAR inspired slam metal band. And they literally make the funniest shit. Like the first song, the whole beginning sample that the guitars are building up to is the audio of when Tony Stewart hit that kid in the sprint car race.
Oh my God.
And then right after that song finishes, it goes right into Kevin James doing the Start Your Engines.
Yes.
And then it hits into a song called the Earnhardt Stomp. And within the song Earnhardt Stomp, they put a twist on the Raise Hell, Praise Dale thing. And they say praise hail, raise Dale.
Oh my God.
And I'm telling you, I love it too much, man. I even bought the t-shirt. It is amazing. And anybody that likes heavier stuff needs to listen to this NASCAR inspired EP from the band Restrictor Plate. It's called Slamtona 500.
Sounds like the one band that's like big.
That ain't no Kenny Rogers.
Or big ass truck.
No, this ain't your average NASCAR music. I'm telling you that right now.
The band The Bled, they had a song called Dale Earnhardt's Seatbelt, and their record label made them change it.
Ooh.
I forget. I think they just changed it to call it like the Seatbelt or something. But yeah, it's ooh.
Look at Cole Custer. What's he doing?
He's on like 10,000. Oh no, he did pit. Oh wait, what? He's legitimately in 8th. What?
Okay,
Yeah,
everyone here.
Well, but then you got to look at all them boys
Custer.
in the
No,
back.
but he last pitted with 25 laps. It's not like he's Nemechek up there. It hasn't pitted like the whole race.
I love Cole Custer.
What is wrong with you? Why do you love Cole
So what
Custer?
you better explain yourself. I've been letting you get away with all these other ones, but you got to explain yourself on that one.
Same high school. He's in my yearbook.
Are y'all
He
Eskimo brothers?
Stone Cold's beers when he wins. Done. And he's fun in Xfinity.
Uh,
I don't think that word means what you think it means.
The same school thing does count for something. I'm not going to take anything away from that, but
Why?
other
My
than
high
that,
school bully
God
went to
damn,
the
he
same high
sucks.
school as me, but that don't mean I like him.
I feel
Zach
like
probably
Cole
taught
Custer-
Cole Custer how to take a punch.
I feel like he's going to be like this generation's like Jeff Green, Cole Custer.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, boys, it's that time.
man, I think that's an insult to Jeff Green.
Another sleeper pick for today, but I felt like I was going to look stupid if I said it. But it'd be interesting right now. Ty Gibbs, like, is he going to finally, like, he's good here.
You fell for the trick. You were the next contestant. Oh, and I'll never live up to my potential.
I know.
No, Zach, I will never pick Ty Gibbs again. I've taken him off my fantasy. He made me look like a fool for 2 years.
Yeah. That's fair.
I was that guy defending him every week. I was like, this is the week,
figure it out.
man.
Figure it out.
Toyotas are fast here. No, we're done.
Listen. Your problem is Toyotas are fast. That doesn't mean Ty Gibbs is fast.
They both start with a T.
He almost won one of the Coliseum races, right? Maybe he's just really good at these short flat tracks
Where they take out half the field.
He straight up beat Brandon Jones here in Xfinity. Straight up, no shenanigans at all.
Oh,
Because we
you
all
mean like
I think this
yesterday?
car is just such a stark contrast to like what it like. The jump from Nationwide to Cup was a lot different, 5 years ago. Because now with this new car, some of these guys come up and they even get top tier equipment. And we all watched Ty Gibbs dominate the Xfinity series, whether we liked it or not. And now in this series, the talent level jumps up, of course, but Jesus Christ, like, what's going on with these transitions? Like Noah, Ty. I mean, some of these guys have come up and it could be an equipment thing, maybe a little bit with Noah, but what the hell, man? Like, I just figured there'd be a little more speed from some of these young guys that were really dominant in the Xfinity series.
Number one, there's not, and this is good. I agree with the way it is now, but there's not as many ringers anymore. Like 10 years ago, there could be 7, 8, 9 Cup guys any given Xfinity race, which could be Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano, and fucking Brad Keselowski. Now maybe Kyle Larson, maybe William Byron once. And then on top of that, I would never gloss over the talent thing. I think the talent differential from Cup to Xfinity is the most it's ever been. There's never been so many pay drivers in Xfinity, so you're not learning because you're not around the elite like you are in Cup. And Cup is the cream of the crop. Like, the big thing for me is, like, and I said this last week, I think anyone out here that you don't have a high opinion of, like fucking McDowell, you throw Michael McDowell in a JGR car in Xfinity, he's gonna make shit boring really, really quickly. Like, that's not good.
Look what Eric Almirola's been doing.
Eric Almirola's doing most mediocre ever.
The other side of that coin exists too, though, because I think Byron just raced yesterday, and he never cracked the top 5, and he's in the equipment.
He got killed. I mean, also
that race is wild.
Every week in, week out, they're driving they're driving Cup cars. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, that part is interesting too. I mean, there's always other people. Like, I think Corey Haim is that guy. I think Corey Haim showed it last week that he's legit. But
what about the respect of the other drivers? When a new guy shows up, they gotta earn their keep. They gotta, like, put in that time. And I wonder, even if you're super fast, people just kind of abuse you. Like this race, you don't want to bump into the wrong guy, but rookies, why not give him a little bit extra?
Not just that, like Dalton just brought up Eric Almirola, winning races in Xfinity, like beating you any given week if you're a top Xfinity driver, and then you go to Cup and you're racing him for 25th, legitimately on speed, and 24th is better than him, and 23rd is better than him, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. Like, I mean, look at the top 10 of this race right now. Any of those guys, some of them are Xfinity champions, and any of them would go down there right now and make it boring down there.
I mean, legitimately, Cole Custer is the defending Xfinity
Yep.
champion, right?
Ty Gibbs was disgusting. Bubba Wallace is a
What
two-time
was that about? Speaking of lack of respect,
Right.
Eric Jones.
He's going to give
He's
it back
coming
too.
back right here, though.
He came back, yeah.
Eric Jones is
ram
like
him.
guy.
They're still around each other.
Yeah.
This- and well,
I'd Kyle Lynott him right in the door and send him up to the wall.
Kyle and not him. I thought that was only a DDI term.
No, man, he'll door you from the top. Like, how do you door from the top? Hey, look, that looked like me in the race earlier, going backwards.
Yeah, Chris Buescher just has to do it 3 more times though.
No doubt. I was so mad we started that, and they asked you, Jared, hey, how many cautions today? You were like 3. I was like, I was every goddamn caution. I mean, today I really felt like when drivers are cautious around some drivers and then other drivers they don't worry about. I felt like I was that fella that they were not concerned with today. Like one dude just straight wrecked me for whatever reason. Another dude I could have easily gotten in and he just kept it buried. I was very sad today.
What track was it today?
Atlanta.
The new one
I
or
did
the old
roast
one?
myself on the broadcast though, Zach. When I came down,
You did.
I roasted myself pretty
You were
good.
mean to a DDI guy, and then you roasted yourself.
Yeah.
Now
Who
to
was
tell
the
Matt.
DDI guy that got me?
Matt.
Is Scherzewick one of your boys?
DDI.
Yeah, he jacked me up, dude. He was like, F you, buddy. I need a
Definitely-
caution.
That is.
He needed a caution, and I was
He's a
that.
very clean driver, but I don't doubt that something happened in the tribal.
You know, when you
Yeah.
started talking about the humidity, I thought you were like setting up like an out for you, that like we were about to see you like just like loop one out of nowhere, and I thought you were trying to set up that excuse for you that the track was just slippery.
No, because I told you there was plenty of gription out on the track today.
Oh my God! Speaking of Jared, not your fault, but God, that broadcast got ugly towards the end. Ew! Did you see how bad it looked because of the weather? Like
Yeah.
nothing you can do that besides just run TV1 the whole time, and even then, it was hopeless. That's
yeah,
more Kevin, I think.
yeah, Kevin's got to lower the humidity on the sessions. 'Cause
Yeah.
he has it between like 60% and 98%.
Literally,
You
like
know
the
what? Yeah.
last
The
apps looked unsafe to be racing in, like from the broadcast's point of view.
I was looking at the sim time, and it was mid-July at like 8 p.m. So the virtual crowd was definitely fighting off the virtual mosquitoes, I think.
The virtual crowd virtually left because they're like, I'm over this. But yeah, not your fault at all. But yeah, I was like, wow, we got to talk to Kevin about never letting that happen again because it was gorgeous for the first
Well, that's
half.
2 weeks in a row that it hasn't looked good.
Right. Last week it was like just the wrong time of day, right? It was like the track wasn't lit yet, but it was getting dark.
No, the problem with last week is with whatever they did in this last update with these track updates is some of them are like messed up now with the lighting with the track lights. Like Vegas is another track that they updated, and the track lighting like isn't doing what it's supposed to when it gets dark.
Jared, did you use the custom camera pack today, or did you use the iRacing cameras?
I used the Fabian.
Dude, I tried to do that when I was producing, and half of them were behind the fucking stands.
Oh,
Like, for me, TV1, maybe I adjusted something and I was taking pictures or something.
Oh boy,
oh no, not Burnt Myers.
that's a place to leave your car.
Yeah, TV1 was legit behind the stands, not Burt Myers.
Is there an
Well,
echo?
I'm done watching.
All right,
Burt Myers.
Swear I just said Burnt Myers.
Who owns that car now? It's not still Floyd Mayweather, right?
He's I think Floyd's a minority owner now.
Whoever owns that car is a minority owner.
The bank owns 60% of it, I'm sure. This Chase Elliott kid might have some potential.
Chase Elliott kid. What are you talking about?
I really want them to bring back the days where everybody had the same paint scheme every week, and then like when they did change their scheme, it was a big fucking deal. That's one of the things I like about Elliott and Larson this year is they've been just running the same shit. I appreciate that.
Then meanwhile, the Gen Zers are like, it's so boring. Larson runs the
So's
same.
Rick Ware
You can't win.
for a different reason, but
You'll never see that again like that, though, for the most part, because not everybody's going to have the same sponsor every week. Unless you're Ty
Yeah.
Gibbs and you have Monster in the car all year.
Like, you have to be like Larson and just have a spotless past to get sponsors like that. And it's
Yeah,
just,
can't
messed
wait
up?
for Ty Gibbs to turn 21 and he can get the Beast Unleash paint schemes.
who messed up? Well, how did the caution come out?
It was Burt Myers.
his car made it.
Yeah, Bert wanted to take the infield. Had a turn 2.
AJ and Elliott almost get together in the pits.
Oh, what's Bowman doing?
2 tires for Emerson.
Man, 2311, like for having to change paint schemes all the time, they got some fucking dope looking cars every fucking time.
I like McDowell's paint scheme this week. I love how they put the rock all over the car.
I didn't see it.
You haven't seen McDowell's car yet?
What is it?
He's got
Rockingham paint scheme.
all over the car. Yeah, the rock is all over it.
You and me are good at all the same tracks, Joe. I'm starting to realize that. Like, whenever I'm racing for a win, it has to be against you. Rockingham, one of your top 3 favorite track, right?
Yeah. Except in the Cup car. The Cup car, I'm terrible there.
Never done it in the Cup car.
You don't want to.
What else is a top 3 for me?
Only in a David Owens league would you put a car they don't go on.
That was a terrible All-Star race. I was so excited. I'm like, it's Rockingham, and then it put the Cup car out there. I'm like, I can't drive this around here.
The only good All-Star race was the first one. Everyone after that was terrible.
Well, yeah. Then we went to Iowa, and that's another track where I'm good in other cars, and then the Cup car is just like so weird around there. It's like, yeah, let me just wreck out.
Dude, me and Joe did Iowa in the new ARCA car on Friday, and I think it's the best car track combo I've ever done in my entire life. It was unbelievable.
I don't know. Have you done the Cup car at like Kansas?
No.
It's a good one.
There we go.
The truck at Kentucky is up there for me too. The trucks at Kentucky are perfect.
Kansas and the Cup car, you can actually get up near the wall and actually be fast.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it takes about 20 laps for that to happen.
No,
Yeah,
it's
don't
like
hit the
instant.
wall, though.
It's like instant to be fast on the wall.
I love that. In MRL, no one ever wants to run the wall. So many races I've qualified bad, and like early in the run, I'm like, so no one wants, okay. And I'll just go run the wall and be in 3rd place after like 3 laps. Like, it's a weird thing.
Yeah, I usually don't like running the wall, to be fair, but if you guys are gonna leave it open, I'm gonna take it. Give me some spots for free.
If you're gonna leave it open, say less. I'd rather be up there. I can be alone. So
I
Jared,
just wish
today was I just blowing up smoke the whole time? Like, how much gas did you have to finish that race today?
I had enough. Like before the last yellow on like with 30 to go or whatever, I was like half a lap or a quarter of a lap empty.
Okay.
But after that last yellow came out, I was good.
Did you have to go up the lead to make it, or could you have?
Yeah. No, I could have stayed in the lead and finished.
And still made it. So I wasn't. Oh, whatever. It was dramatic. So you probably finished.
I wasn't gonna correct you. I was just gonna let you ride it out.
Yeah. I was confused about some of the situations there.
I'm just really good at fuel saving from the lead.
I don't know how you do that. I'm just wide open and scared when
Well, I was saving fuel before that yellow came out. I was lifting, entering the corner, so that Kyle and I would be like right on my bumper.
Gotcha.
And apparently Joe told me that he was freaking out that I was gonna throw the race away for Kyle by saving fuel.
What was happening was, so when we went back green, Kyle realized you were saving fuel. Me and him, we were trying to save too because we were in the same boat. So it's like he's like, Jared saving fuel. It's like, okay, I'm fine with that. I don't care as long as nobody comes alongside us. And then that last caution came out, and first corner we go down to the 3 the first time, and Kyle's like, yeah, Jared's not saving fuel now. He's going full out.
That's all I needed.
Kyle is such a good pusher. It's wild.
Way better than Sam Milliken.
You're just gonna keep ripping him.
Yes. Dude tore me up.
You can't lift. It's the last lap. It's turn 4.
I didn't lift, that's for certain.
Yeah, but he can hold it wide open, square to my bumper, not on the right rear.
Yeah, I guess that's the other thing. You can't push in the corner like that.
I'm always scared to push in the corner like that, at least at Atlanta.
I'm not.
On the last lap, if I'm in his position, if I'm Milliken, I'm legit trying to turn you. I'm trying to give you pushes in the worst spots possible so I can win. But I'm gonna keep pushing you. That's like always my plan. I'm just gonna push.
I'm okay with you pushing, but like he could have made the move to the top lane.
Yeah.
Like
I'm gonna square up with you the best I can so we don't both die. But I'm not gonna lift at all. If there's a 15-mile-per-hour difference, so be it. You know, that's only the last lap for me. And I have 0 league plate wins in MRL. So what do I know?
Like Cole Custer's going the wrong way.
There it is. There's the rock.
That looks cool. I was looking for
Joe's Cole Custer.
That's not Michael McDowell.
Oh,
that's a rock.
Are they about to go for? Oh my god!
Why? Oh,
I mean, listen. I wouldn't.
Yes, Todd Gilliland
to do something. Now that's Zane Smith in the 38.
No, but there's Todd Gilliland right next to him.
Oh.
Sorry, Joe. Todd Gilliland's been kind of a bit for us these last.
Well, you know what I heard. You know what I heard, Tony, is pre-race is that Todd Gilliland was talking with Matt Kenseth on the grid about what to do at Martinsville and where his braking point should be, especially behind a yellow car.
No, those don't exist when there's a yellow car in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gilliland and Haley. If Todd Gilliland has a fucking, what's the thing called? Where you you hire people to talk. People to do, like where you hire people to like say things for you.
PR,
like spokesperson,
like a cameo.
A press secretary.
If Todd Gilliland has a cameo, I'm just gonna ask you guys one to be like, hey, I need everyone to Venmo me $10 like right now, and that'll just be it. He's gonna like do like the MRL like start your engines. We're gonna go to Todd Gilliland every time.
And it's just gonna be screw me, Gene.
He's like, what network? Me and Gene go fuck yourself, and gentlemen, go start your engines. He's like, and Joe Logano sucks.
Drive careful, drive fast, and wreck Joey.
And wreck Joey. Wreck the Pennzoil. That's also why
I'll get up there.
Often, me and Gene, when I see Pennzoil cars next to me on the track, certain emotions start going off, and I have a much easier time turning them than I do other cars.
Yeah, maybe you want to think about getting a new paint scheme for Sundays. Maybe you'll start running better if you don't have Pennzoil on your car.
It's kind of
now that I know that the DDI guys are actively talking about wrecking Pennzoil drivers. I'm a little nervous.
I'm not even gonna. Yeah, they're stupid. We don't like Pennzoil cars. We wreck those. Mm-hmm. And you drive a Ford too, right?
Mm-hmm.
We wreck those also. We also wreck Fords.
I like my Ford.
That's why you're not on DDI.
Oh, is that why I wasn't invited to help out at Michigan?
What's up?
Is that why I wasn't invited to hang out during Michigan? Is
Yeah.
because I drive a Ford?
Chevys only, buddy. Bow ties only.
How'd that work out for you?
So well. Just like every MRL race lately, so well.
Is Denny Hamlin even trying?
Wait a second. Jared, didn't you win your bonfire championship in a truck, in a Chevy, in a Silverado?
Yes,
What a hypocrite.
but I like the front end of the Fords.
What a hippo.
They drive better.
And Ford front end, especially Kyle Lenott's paint scheme, goes so hard. Like it looks like the real thing. Yeah, I allow Toyotas on DDI. The only car that no one is allowed to drive is Fords.
That's fine. I'll keep kicking butt on Thursday nights.
Yeah, when the engine doesn't blow. What does Owens drive?
Ford.
That's why he's having difficulties. Fucked on race day. That's what Ford stands for.
Nah, never mind. I can't say that on the broadcast. I was going to tell him what I told Joe earlier.
You know what Ford stands for reversed? Driver returns on foot. My dad taught me a lot of those when I was younger.
I don't know. My Ford stunned me pretty good.
They're around here like we kind of live in the redneck Midwest or whatever you want to call it. All those Ford fans say Ford stands for first on race day.
Fucked on race day.
I heard found on road deserted.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, found on
Heard
road
a whole
dead.
lot of.
Does anybody have one for Chevrolet? It seems like it'd be a challenging yet awesome challenge.
Expensive
Heavy
vehicle
one.
yet.
I have one for Fiat. Does anyone know that one?
Huh.
Fix it again,
Tony.
Yep, fix it again, Tony. I have one for
My,
Pontiac.
my friend Zach Clausen has
Why
one
is
for
it Tony?
Pontiac, but
Oh,
I
God.
can't remember it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
My dad taught me a racist Pontiac one that I'll never say on the air.
I think he must be friends with our buddy Zach Clausen then.
I think that's all I got.
Why is it Tony for the Fiat one though?
Because it's Italian.
Tony.
Yeah, fix it again,
Yeah.
Tony.
Fix it again, Tony.
Yep, yeah, Tony. It broke again.
Oh, Mamma Mia! I had a feeling it was something like that.
It's anti-Italian discrimination. Yeah.
Oh, I have a Mopar one. Does anyone know that one? Mostly old parts and rust.
So speaking of Mopar, what do you guys have? You guys seen where NASCAR's talking about bringing Dodge back in the trucks next
That'd be
year?
sick.
I think.
Yeah, they're supposed to be coming back next year in the trucks, I believe. With
And then
Ram.
I think the next year for, if everything goes right, Xfinity and Cup possibly for 2027, I think is what I seen.
Yeah, it's either 27 or 28.
It's been a
I
while
think,
since I kept up on it, but I thought it was interesting because I know they had a horrible relationship before between Dodge and NASCAR, and that's kind of split them up for a really long time.
Wasn't like Honda and Nissan a possibility, or did that fall apart? Or I thought Honda would be really cool.
Yeah, they were always rumored to have a chance to come in, especially I think when this car was actually being made, the Gen 7. But I think COVID had a lot to do with a lot of those rumors getting killed.
That's true. I can only imagine how much money Honda's spending over on the IndyCar side as well.
Yeah. Well, look at F1. I think a lot of these new manufacturers, we were just talking about it last night, right, Mean Gene, about how all these new engine suppliers are coming into F1 next year. I think they all wanted to come in 2022, but COVID really just threw everybody for a loop, and everybody got delayed on what they wanted to do.
I think also it's Cadillac, Audi, and I'm forgetting.
Ford's coming with is going to join Red Bull, so
I think the American.
You get to see some more Ford dominance on a Sunday.
Hey, we found a place I can root for Ford. Actually, no, not rooting for Red Bull. Never mind. But I think a big thing too with F1, I could be wrong about this. I could be just like making. I mean, I have no verification, but I think it's also where I think it became like, if you guys want to race in Texas and Miami and Vegas, you have to stop this bullshit and let us in the sport. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of felt gross, like they did all the Andretti stuff. Meanwhile, they're in the country 3 times a year. Well, they
So
actively
that's
don't,
actually,
you know?
yeah, that
Well, they
was
could at
really
least have a
strange.
driver.
Yeah,
That was
right?
really strange.
And I'm not even like that.
I think if they have at least one American driver in there, then I wouldn't even give a shit. But like, as a proud patriotic American, I felt like if you want to be the world premier series of racing, you got to represent the biggest country with at least one driver. And I don't know who it would be, but I mean, I would probably throw Newgarden in there, honestly. But
He's not even
I don't
close.
know.
Newgarden, in my opinion, he's not even half as good enough. He's the 20th place driver in F1.
Oh, Bowman.
Like,
All right, boys, I got a dilemma.
F1 fans.
My fantasy.
What's up?
Okay.
My fantasy. I've got all my drivers are doing good. Chase Elliott's in the garage, and I'm thinking about pulling him in, but I'd have to pull out, obviously not Hamlin, Christopher Bell or Willie Byron or Blaney or Listen. And all of those guys are doing good. So do you just save
I'd swap
Elliott for another track?
I'd swap Chase and Willie.
I mean, Byron's in 12th.
I would keep. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll put Byron in the garage. I'm keeping Byron in my garage, I think.
Byron has more potential to win at other tracks, where this is like more of a chase track right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna regret this.
Yeah, I was hanging
Yeah.
out with F1 fans the other day, and they were talking about IndyCar, and they had very limited knowledge. But this is crazy. They were all like, yeah. There's like that one Mexican guy who's going to come over, right? Who's like the best driver in IndyCar. I'm like, he's not Mexican. And they're like, yeah, Pato O'Ward. I'm like, no. I was like, do you know who Alex Palou is? And they're like, no. I was like, Alex Palou is as good. In my opinion, Alex Palou is a good.
What are they waving that flag at Elliott for, though?
They're waving that.
They're waving at Casey Mears.
You never seen that flag before, Gene? You should be
Is
pretty familiar.
Palou not? I thought Palou wasn't American though.
He's not. I
No,
don't
he's from.
think he is.
He's
Yeah.
not Mexican.
Yeah, I'm saying like the best American to fill an F1 seat. Who even is that?
Doesn't exist. Legit doesn't exist in my.
Larson.
It's Kyle Larson. Like, honestly, it is Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
But it's too late.
You don't think Newgarden would be that guy with the open
No.
wheel? And
Not even close. He's not even close.
No.
he's so good in the IndyCar though.
That version of Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson and Logan Sargent.
Yeah, Logan. I was about to say Logan Sargent was in the Williams a couple years ago, and he was in the barriers just about every race.
The time was
I don't
20 years
think
ago.
Larson sits in an F1 car and then just is good at it. Like, I think that it would take a ridiculous amount of time. It'd have to be somebody else.
If Kyle Larson got in the 5 as a rookie and got that opportunity in his mid-20s, we could actually have a serious conversation about it. But that time has come and gone for Kyle.
The time was 20 years ago, and the name was Tony Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're being totally honest.
Damn, that's a good one. God damn. But so there really isn't a guy right now. Like, we got to be kidding. We're fucking America, bro.
No, we really don't have a good open wheel driver.
What do you want to do? You want to throw Joey Logano in an F1 car and see what happens?
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
You're gonna get
Just so
LeBron
we can see
James
him
out
wreck
there.
more.
I mean, we don't
'Cause
play soccer.
Larson
and we don't
definitely has
race
the
that
best
far.
chance.
Like American, or the guys who point to an IndyCar in American, like Scott McLaughlin. I think he could do it. He's not American. SVG, he's not American. They just don't.
That's why Newgarden's name keeps popping in my head, because he just has all
Mm.
those wins and he is American.
I saw an F1 YouTuber who kind of came up with an idea of like IROC, but it would be in open wheel cars. And the 2 NASCAR drivers he chose to move over were Larson and Bell. Bell, if he was a little bit younger, because I don't think Bell feels younger than he is. He's not that young. If Bell was younger, he'd be another one. Bell's that talented. I think people do underrate NASCAR drivers. I think Bell and Larson are better than Joseph Newgarden, like for real.
Zilich? Do we think Zilich would?
Zilich is up.
Zilich has the potential.
Yeah, well, Connor raced open wheel against Kimi Antonelli and beat him 3 out of the 4 times.
That's a really good shout. Connor Zilich is a
Now
really
that's something I like to hear. That gives me a glimmer of hope for Americans in open wheel.
Zilich in open wheel cars now, part time, even IMSA. Get him in like those really, really fast ones. There's hope. The big thing is I think while I think Larson and Bell are better than Newgarden, they're not better in an open wheel car just because of seat time, but they could be. So it's a matter of just getting that seat time at a young age.
You know what? That's what I was
Well,
gonna say. It's
you
like
know,
being a Jedi. Like you gotta like if you're 18 and you haven't had any open wheel seat time, like it's already too late.
Honestly.
Unless your name is Ray in the Disney universe, then you just
Mm.
you know pick up a lightsaber and defeat
I'm
the
loving
most
these Star
powerful
Wars
Sith
jokes
Danica
so
Lord
much.
there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, put Danica Patrick in the Cadillac.
Huh.
Oh, please
Oh,
God,
God.
no.
Had stuck with open wheel and wasn't so money hungry, she probably would not be an embarrassing race car driver.
No, she'd be the shining beam of hope for women race car drivers everywhere if she just stayed in Indy.
There'd probably be more
big-
women car drivers if Danica Patrick had not come to NASCAR.
Danica Patrick did all right in that very limited nationwide run she had,
Yeah, exactly.
and they should have kept her there for a few more. But the thing is when even in a cup race when she was doing well, when you got to mile 300 and on, she was done.
She fell apart. She had a really hard.
Like,
she needed some Adderall from her boyfriend.
it was like, I think that's where the physical differences were showing. You know, the Xfinity races, 250, she finishes them, she's fine. But you see her get out of the car at the end of a cup race, she looked pretty fucking exhausted.
And Danica was in unbelievable shape too. So if she's struggling, and yeah, it's an uncomfortable conversation to have. Like the strength. Like Kevin Kyle's wife, Jared knows all about this, doesn't think NASCAR is a sport. And her argument to that was that women can do it on the same level as men, which has yet to been proven anywhere besides NHRA. But beyond that, it's also that like I asked her, I was like, is the WWE a sport to you? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, and women put on as good matches as men do. It kind of comes down to a strength thing. And that's the weird thing, That's why.
If there was an all women NASCAR race, that would be more interesting, I think. But and that's only because there hasn't been that woman that comes in and to really any level of NASCAR and is a threat to win every week. And they always get pushed up. They, especially if they're easy to look at. And I think that takes away like legitimacy from their whole career. Like this newer Tony Bredinger. I just recently found out that she's not even actually like on the payroll of the Toyota driver development program like the rest of her peers. She's actually part of the advertising program. Like her actual paycheck comes from a completely different place than all the other drivers.
I think you know what? Yeah, to piggyback off of like talking about them being like pushed up is I think we need to get past like that era of pinning the hopes and dreams of womankind in motorsports on like one person.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty unfair.
Or at least don't be so focused on doing it with somebody who looks good, because I've seen some women that, might be not as easy to look at, but they're definitely twice the driver that Natalie Decker is.
And to be fair, most NASCAR drivers aren't hot. There's only like men. There's only a small handful. So yeah.
It definitely helps to get pushed with sponsorship, the money, the clicks. Danica, easy to look at. Haley Deegan, easy to look at.
Natalie Decker.
You got to have a family that supports you growing up. You're not just gonna be a 6-year-old at the racetrack and be like, "Hey, does anyone want to let me ride in your go-kart?" You got to have a family that does it, and to break.
I mean, Haley won like
young age.
We're doing Chase Elliott diecast, by the way. We're not doing Danny Hamlin.
Haley won like what 2 ARCA West
You gotta
races,
get
and then all of
Denny.
a sudden,
Come on.
I think that's why you look at Decker. Maybe she's not tearing it up, but she had great familial support and has a lot of hours behind a wheel. So you kind of look toward her. And as far as pushing women in motorsports, um, you have to think about sponsorship. You know, there's probably drivers that shouldn't be where they are, gender not being an issue, but they're there because of sponsorship. And if
Well,
I'm an
yeah, that's
owner, I got 3 cars. Yeah, why not put that third driver somebody who's going to bring me a lot of sponsorship money, and then just pray that they're
yeah.
there on the super speedway to give a little help at the end. It's tough. I think that to overcome gender norms in motorsports, you'd have to see a lot more of a development system from
They
like six, and that ain't there.
they need to some company out there needs to take the risk on sponsoring that one manly looking chick that actually is tearing it apart. Because if you can just break one woman in that's actually competitive, it doesn't matter what they look like from then on out. Right now they're trying so hard to make it a hot chick. It's like, come on, it's not working. It just makes people laugh. Like even at that race at Phoenix and Cup, that poor girl. I
Yeah, they
mean,
missed the track. They missed the track. She should have raced the week
yeah,
prior.
yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
not
Catherine
good
Lake.
for her. And then the other girl that was basically responsible for wrecking out Cletus and all the death threats she got for it, like, yeah, pretty easy to look at, but are we really doing the safe and right thing by just pushing these people onto the track because of money? It's the bad thing about racing is how dependent on sponsorship everything is.
It's the world. And you talk about bad and safe. I mean, look at that Xfinity race yesterday. Golly gee, was that safe?
Oh yeah, that I mean, entertaining, but definitely not safe. I mean, at least it has the slowest track bar speed.
Yeah. I think at some point it'll come around, but it's just the odds are lower with the amount of women that are being developed when they're
Are you
6
guys
years
hearing
old.
this right now? They're like literally saying they should have DQ'd Sammy Smith yesterday. This is sick.
I think he should be penalized.
Yeah, doubling down. Where'd Dalton go?
I'm not sure where he went.
He didn't say I have to go to
It's
work, so I'm
1
assuming
minute,
he'll be back.
and you guys bully Dalton out of the room. Unbelievable.
Oh.
It's
He
okay.
didn't.
He's a Reddick.
He didn't agree. He didn't agree with us. We're talking about women in most motorsports. I'm saying if more women had opportunities at age 6 and that family support, I think we'd see women that were actually competitive. But when your little girl
Well,
is
that
6,
was
do you
Haley,
want to
right?
put her behind the wheel?
I think that was Haley, though, right? Isn't she like the one example
Yep.
of that?
Mm-hmm.
She's one of them that had that opportunity. There's probably about 4 or
Exactly.
5 of them I could think of.
Right. But how many
That,
men have had that opportunity?
yeah.
The numbers are
Lots and lots that don't
yeah.
make it. But
Right. It's just so far off. It I don't know if it'll ever be equaled out. And you need the
No.
additional bonus of, all that sponsorship. I think
I don't think
that
it. Yeah, you're right.
the guy has a
It
lot of
won't.
wins, but how many would he have come up to the Cup Series so fast, Suarez, if he didn't offer all the extra sponsorships?
Right. Or Riley Herbst is, I think, a big example right now. His dad owns Terribles, and there he is in the Cup Series with his 2 Xfinity wins.
I've learned that.
Bringing
Funny.
Monster with
I don't know
him.
what that is.
3 Xfinity wins. Get it right.
Yeah. Are you guys ready?
But on the other hand, I think it pays off. Like I hear boos for Bubba Wallace constantly when I go to the track, but guess what? He's won multiple races, and I'd love him to be my teammate on a super speedway at the end of a race.
Bubba
So
Wallace is a really,
it,
really good race car driver. He's just
hmm?
a victim of being
Yeah,
Cup Series,
yeah. He just gets booed at the track. Like
and people are
if he got booed,
pissed.
he's a close person that could have been my favorite driver just because of the boos. All right, what do you got in your pocket?
One of the reasons I like Bubba so much is because people don't like him, and it's there's only one reason why. And we all know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to talk about it. So this Chase Elliott one, I got it from his hauler. And okay, I want to see if anyone can guess this. It's a sponsor. It's no longer with NASCAR. And it's one of the best additions of this sponsor's paint scheme.
And who's the driver?
Chase Elliott.
I'm gonna go Hooters.
Yeah.
It's Hooters. This thing is gorgeous, is it not?
Looky.
Oh. So this thing was like sold out everywhere online. And I'm at a Phoenix race one day, and it's just at Chase Elliott's hauler for $40. And I'm like, is that price right? And the girl working the booth is like, yeah, you should get all of them. So I bought 3, sold 2 of them for like 120 and kept 1. Good times. Yeah, this is probably my favorite, one of my favorite Chase Elliott schemes out there. My favorites every year are the black and gold ones, the Napa gold ones, but this is a close second. And that one's not for sale.
I love how you say it's not for sale, but there's a number for everything.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, there is for that one. Yeah, I do have it in the 164, so there is a number. Kevin Kyle, did he just get here?
This is beautiful. Yeah, there it is. And told them an 8-pack of refills is $17. Wow.
Oh my god, we started talking about girls and people got really thirsty in the comments.
Did they really? Did I get roasted for saying they just need more opportunities?
That was a bad
I
idea.
didn't even look.
Thanks, Jose. Thanks for being PG. Disgusting people above you talking about horrible Haley Deegan things.
Oh no.
Who, by the way, is not even that hot. Like, it was not even that hot.
Gotta love a nice spicy chat going on.
Oh, so we are dressing up next week, or else don't show up. What are you guys wearing? Mean Gene's good. He's already got the sunglasses.
I haven't figured it out yet.
Me either. I have a Tucson Motor Speedway 1990s NASCAR shirt. I might wear that. I just what to you guys are like 90s shades?
I did see something at the store the other day that kind of reminded me of something that I could possibly do for next week, and it was the old school Rusty Wallace with the Miller High Life, I think, or Genuine Draft, whatever his black and gold car was.
Those shirts are so expensive. Where'd you find that? Or do you have it?
I don't have it. I don't even remember. It wasn't actually a shirt dealing with that. It was just the brand and the same color scheme.
Oh, word. I was gonna say, if you find a vintage NASCAR shirt at like a thrift shop for less than $30, buy it.
Oh yeah, whenever I was looking around on Google and stuff and just online shopping, some of that shit's like
$100,
200 for.
Mm-hmm. It's so expensive to where like you won't even wear it. You know what I mean? Like they're always white. Shirts back then were white. So I'm always like, yeah, I'm not gonna wear that $200 Jeff Gordon shirt. So never mind. Dude, who chose Bubba Wallace? Bulbous.
Joe.
Good pick.
What?
Yeah, but Joe doesn't know what he's talking about.
What do you mean I don't know what I'm talking about?
Says the guy.
He's picking up scraps.
Kyle Busch, currently ranking in 100th place.
And we back.
Dalton.
Welcome back.
All right.
Internet.
I wasn't picking up scraps.
Hey, I'm leading in the pick wins. I picked Bell and I picked Larson. Yes. I picked Bell at.
I'm the only one who's picked the winner
at Atlanta.
How many? Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at the stream. How many points is the winner? We haven't made a point system at all.
1 point.
I haven't even been keeping track of that yet.
Well, if it's your favorite driver they win, it's 20 bonus points, and that was
whatever. Your favorite don't mean nothing. You gotta predict the race. That takes skill.
Hey, how many laps can they make on fuel here?
Just because he's my favorite driver, I've only chose Larson once this year, and I was right the one time I did.
Yeah, and it was after I picked him.
I have
You
no
wanted
idea.
to beat me so bad.
Anybody know how many laps they can run here on fuel?
Probably 100.
Ask David Owens.
That's probably quite a bit.
It's
Probably
usually
using like 2.2 per lap. And
Yeah.
20-gallon tank.
From what I've seen at this track in Cup Series, tires become a problem before fuel does.
Yeah.
And whenever that's a thing, Denny needs to be thought about, and that's why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah, who shouted him out earlier in this race?
Your boy Tone.
Good shout, Tony.
Wow, look, ratings just went up. They're just showing feet.
Larson and Chester always goes well.
Uh-oh.
No one likes.
There's going to be an incident coming up somewhere. Someone was talking
Get
about
away,
being
Byron!
put in
Get
the
away!
Better watch out. Got
Better not
Ty
cry.
Gibbs. Ty Gibbs in front. Byron behind.
Logano,
Ty-
Gibbs, Byron.
Score him, Joey. Get him out of there.
Right now.
Put it
I'm
out.
Squeeze him into the
I'm okay
wall.
with Logano wrecking someone.
It's really about the mixes of personalities at this track, you know? It's always about, like, the groups. It's like, oh, this won't work. These three guys is not good.
Oh, hey, look, it's the guy that shouldn't have his ride, but does have his ride because of money, and he's spun around
Look,
all by himself.
unplug your shirt from the cool suit, plug that to connector, and it'll drain out the bottom.
Caution's out.
Why is Riley spun? No.
Did you guys just see Joey try to wreck Ty Gibbs in a caution?
He got Sam Milliken.
Mr. France. Mr. France.
At least
Joey
he was able
heard
to
Ty
stay on the
Gibbs
lead
feed
lap.
himself and wanted to give him a break.
There's also
Mr. O'Donnell.
3 wide.
Okay.
Look at Raleigh and Herbst trying to have talent.
What is Cindric doing?
Absolutely.
Running him up in the wall.
He got Sam Milliken.
Third time. Everyone take a shot.
This is exactly why I call Austin Cindric the giraffe.
Look
This
at
is
the
right
front
here.
of Cindric's car. It is so jacked up. He has hit so many people.
Giraffe because the way he races and the fact that his car is yellow and black. Giraffe because his neck is
No, yeah, I call him the giraffe because of his neck.
I think he was on the radio talking about his car being super hot, and they thought that he was done for the day. At least that's what I heard on the radio stuff.
Yeah, did you guys see what just they said?
Because him, Ty Gibbs, and Josh Berry, their cool suits aren't working.
3 drivers have failing cool suits?
Yeah.
I heard Ty Gibbs
be in their suit, dude. You can't do that.
Who's the third one?
I swear those things are like so.
And Cindric and Ty Gibbs.
Oh, gotcha. Why do cool suits always fail at the racetracks where it would be the worst track for your cool suit to fail at? Like, it's like, oh, it failed at Coda. It's never like, oh, here you are at Kansas and your cool suit failed. And I'm like, oh, whatever, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine here? It's like, oh, your power steering, your cool suit, it's gone. Is this where, like, Clint Boyer passed out after the race because his cool suit failed?
I thought it was the Roval.
Was it the Roval? See, it's always a track like that, though, right? It's always somewhere where you really can't afford it to happen. So did you hear what they just told Ty Gibbs, though? They told him to open up a plug so it's going to drain out the water so he doesn't have the heater on anymore. You know what I mean? Because then it heats it.
Oh, yeah, because it's boiling the water.
Won't that all just go in his dick, though?
No, because it'll go back through the cool pump.
Oh.
Like it'll cycle through.
Oh, so it just goes to the back of the car or something?
Well, what they were saying, so like with Brad, they just wanted him to keep cycling it, like flipping the switch, that the water's not just in there boiling on him.
Oh, so at least keeps it circulating and moving. So
Yeah.
it's water, but not.
Yeah.
Like, not gonna burn your skin. I cannot imagine what that feels like because like, there's been races where like I'm like sim races where I'm like, wow, I didn't turn my fan on, and I'm like literally covered in sweat afterwards, and I'm like, it actually affects me towards the end. I can't imagine what these guys actually have to deal with.
We don't have cool suits in the dirt cars, and we're racing in the middle of June outside.
when I dirt biked, a lot of people would wear stuff like cool suits. Like they'd wear those, like
Ice packs?
yeah, but they would go around your chest as well. You can also drink it, which is gross. But I always just thought it was weird, so I never.
Y'all pansies. We would take a towel when I raced motocross, and this is Texas in
You raced-
August, and you would just put a towel inside of an ice cooler, and then just wrap it around your neck and be like, "Good luck, boys." You're like,
I
"Oh,
would
this is
usually just
great."
come back from my rides and find the cooler and just dump my head in it. Well, I couldn't breathe anyway.
Mhm.
I'll tell
What'd you
what,
ride?
You,
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Don.
you don't want to be too comfortable out there because if you're too comfortable, you're gonna make mistakes. For example, there actually in baseball there was a pitcher. I forget who it was. Before a game, he'd he put some icy hot on his balls, and that that would keep him uncomfortable, keep him on his toes, keep him from making mistakes.
Oh my!
Imagine
So
that sucks. It's like, babe, I want to be in the top of my game. I need that icy hot on my balls.
I mean, like on his whole body, but then like especially his balls. I think is.
I cannot imagine. Have you guys ever put aftershave on your balls?
No.
Oh,
What are you
God.
doing in your spare time?
I was 16 and I was shaving down there for the first time, and I was done. And I was like, oh, so your
for the
face.
first time. So
And it was like my dad's like Italian aftershave, like the liquid aftershave, like not the cream
Oh
aftershave.
no! Oh no!
Like the Home Alone aftershave.
Yep.
But instead of this, it was.
It
like-
was.
I'm so glad the camera moved up with your face.
And obviously, the first thing you do is grab water, and that just made it worse.
Our live stream is saved.
Why did our views just go down so much?
It just crashed.
It's because we're not talking about Taylor Swift.
But then a small demographic went up real hard. Oh,
Here's Ryan.
boy.
All the guys we talked about up front. It looks like it got sunnier. Or maybe I'm just.
Just
But
wait,
it
the
hasn't-
fog's gonna roll in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
100 look at the fog. I think Kevin Kyle made this session.
Well, knock on wood, it doesn't rain today. It's been good to this point.
Yeah, hopefully the rain
just
can
track.
stay away until they get to the end or after it's over.
They
I know
brought
they
rain
were talking
tires.
about that pre-race.
We'll run this bitch anyway. We have rain tires. This is a rain tire track.
No, honestly,
Yeah,
run
but
better.
they're not for rain. They're wet weather tires, so it
Yeah.
can't be raining.
Yeah, so when it's
uh,
wet weather, it's raining.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen Parker Kligerman's
yeah.
announcement.
That's the logic of it, but that's not the way NASCAR sees it.
You clearly never watched Parker Kligerman, and now like he touches the floor,
Yeah.
and if it's wet, it means it's been raining. And Parker Kligerman's never wrong. How many Xfinity races have you won?
Do they don't even have the wipers on those things, do they?
No, I don't
Yeah,
think so.
No.
weren't they supposed to? Isn't that something they were like they're allowed to do? Is they have to
It's
run?
optional.
Well, I thought they had to be always like prepared on the short tracks for like rain.
Yeah, that's it. I wonder if you can just slap them on like that.
Well, no, like you needed like the
Camera
mud
on.
flaps and everything.
They need to keep the camera on Logano and Gibbs.
Like they're
It's
not
not-
running the rain flaps anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Austin wrecked that 45.
You know that one meme where it's like when the two worst
45
people.
wrecked at Austin.
Come on, Dale Earnhardt.
Push Tyler on that freaking curb.
Dude,
That rock
imagine if McDowell won. Like imagine a car with the car sponsored by a different track winning on your track.
Martinsville's just like fucking assholes. Hopefully, Martinsville and The Rock have some sort of working relationship.
They do. That's why they have it.
I imagine like they have a say in what goes on the track, don't they?
So what's happening? Why they're on the car is because for the ARCA Xfinity Double, Martinsville. There's like a train track that goes from Martinsville down to Rockingham to the track.
Oh, the train that ruined. Oh, that's Darlington. Sorry.
Yeah, that's their promo. That's why they're on the car.
That's really cool.
They were just talking about the train.
How long of a train ride is it? Did they say?
I'm not sure.
I would 100% do that. I love trains, as Dalton knows.
Oh, Zach's the guy on TikTok who holds like the camera in his mouth looking at the trains.
we went on a trip for Zach's bachelor party. We went out to Vegas, and he started talking about trains, and our buddy Juan, who we were riding with, after he mentioned liking trains, was like, "So are you autistic a little bit?"
I was like, yeah, maybe just a little. The trains of the NASCAR are like a tough.
Oh yeah.
I'm just so glad he's not Booty Wallace.
I'm just glad that Fox is doing this before 20 to go in the race.
I love Bubba Wallace. Somehow we renewed Freddie Kraft's contract.
I have no clue what he's. I have everything for the first time like in a long time.
Wait a minute. Why do spotters get ejected?
Yeah. Why did Freddie get ejected from Phoenix? He got ejected the race before Phoenix. That would have been Vegas.
No, Phoenix was after Atlanta.
Right. Or so in Atlanta. Did Bubba lose a wheel at Atlanta?
Yeah, but why would that be on the spotter?
Right. Also, I thought like when Larson made that asinine call in Vegas that lost him the race, I was like, that's what happens when you don't have your crew chief. Because remember Larson lost the wheel at Coda, right? Not Coda. Yeah, Coda.
Yeah.
That was Cliff Daniels. Why was it Cliff Daniels?
Oh. Wait a minute. It says it was race manipulation for Martinsville.
Was he still suspended for that?
Maybe.
5 races, probably.
Ooh, they're going nuts.
Oh, he's talking about Phoenix championship race, isn't he?
Probably.
He's talking about the championship race where he ran 4th place all day.
Man, Priest needs to get out of there.
Yeah, here we go. Cindric gonna start bullying more people.
They're so close to wrecking in
the
this little
Menards meet
group.
See, Priest and Cole Custer, that's the respect thing. You think he's worried about bumping them two guys?
Didn't one of you guys choose Cindric today? I feel bad for whoever chose.
I did.
The race.
I had to pick the fucking the Menards meat missile.
It's not.
I mean, I'm all for being a contrarian, but choosing Cindric anywhere is a choice.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, but then he randomly wins one somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Not here. It has to be somewhere random, like Maine.
No, the only reason why Cindric will win anything is because of an act of God, like last year when Bell blew up and Blaney ran out of fuel.
The act of God is named Sam Milliken.
The Milliken.
And you could still get one. We could get like a weird tire situation at the end of this thing, like we sometimes get at Martinsville.
Where's Cindric running right now? Like 30th?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
No, Jared, if you get hit from the rear, it's a Milliken, and if you get doored from the top, that's the Lynott. Is that where we're at right now?
I don't know. I didn't get hit by Lynott.
I've seen him do it to others.
If you get blocked in an entire championship race and someone else helps the other championship contender draft and make sure he wins the championship, that's getting Kyle Lynotted.
That sounds like with a bunch of malice in it.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just that happened to somebody.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that championship race.
Me and Dalton just sat.
Oh, Hocevar and his teammate.
Teammates banging
now
it
the
out.
factor of that is our teammate. So
I almost left MRL over that.
Hocevar was like, "I'm so sorry."
At least getting Vulpist isn't getting wrecked in turn 3 anymore on the
Oh,
final
come on.
lap.
Can we please see Haley take out his teammate?
No, getting Vulpus is blocking Vulpus and making sure he wrecks.
Mm-hmm. We changed it today.
Yeah, that's always something that happens. The physics always seem to get me wrecked instead of the person that blocked me.
Literally. And like, it's always you. Where I'm like, oh, that was an aggressive block, and look at my rear, and I'm like, oh, damn it. It's always Joe.
Yeah, I got blocked in that race you were talking about too, trying to come back up behind you guys. So I have no clue what happened up front. I got upset with somebody that I didn't expect to block me that blocked me.
If I could have protected track position and qualified as well as you did, I think we could have had such a fun day. Once I got to you, we didn't have enough time, and we never got green flag laps together. But oh my gosh, I was having so much fun up front. Going through the field, that was nonsense.
Oh, Bubba Sippy Cup's getting out of control. You can see the hose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but you need to control your hose.
Gotta get those hose on a leash.
Got hose in every area code.
Why does it look like
How
Bubba's
long-
helmet is like propped way up?
So we can see.
It always looks that way.
He has
Like
interesting position. He looks very relaxed.
I don't know. It looks like he's like tilting his head up to look over the dash like a kid.
That's how he always looks.
I bet it's the
funny.
camera angle.
That might have something to do with it too.
Craziest driving like posture to me is Kyle Busch. He looks so bored, like every time.
Because he is.
Yeah, maybe.
Mine was Jimmy Stewart. Remember that guy?
Yeah, his stomaching.
Yeah, he drove like this, man. Just one
Or
arm
Dick
up,
Tra-
that way he could
Yeah.
smoke. Put that thing out the window.
I remember a video of watching Dick Trickle smoke a cigarette under caution, and he's literally just
Mm-hmm.
like really like taking the time to make sure it's a good cigarette. I'm
Yeah,
like,
he's packing it.
no, literally, just like literally under caution.
Yeah, you got to know what you're doing.
Getting
That's
the, like,
a move of a pro.
Like, it's unbelievable. So sick.
Barehanded, no gloves.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep. Now imagine if somebody even vaped, like Denny Hamlin vapes during caution. People would freak out.
Well, they keep like Zins in the car.
Yeah.
I vape races because it helps the concentration. It actually does. And Zins, I heard, really help. They also make you feel hungry and like weak, I guess, if you're not used to them. Speaking of Denny Hamlin, fuck him. This is stupid.
I like Denny.
Who said that? Boot Jared.
He's beating your favorite driver.
He always is.
No,
It's so
since
weird
you
that
didn't
whoever's
like him,
arm
there
that
you
is,
go.
whoever's arm that is in Buddy's thing, it isn't blurred, but like the thing that they're putting their hand on is blurred.
That is creepy. Ooh. I have nightmares about that, Dalton.
Yeah, look how sharp that is. See, that's what happens when Denny Hamlin's winning. We don't care.
We start looking at
Hey,
Ratings are
come on.
down. We're watching someone stretch on a wall that we can't even
Literally.
see.
That's more fun than watching Denny Hamlin win a NASCAR race.
Come
Ah.
on, let's go, Denny all the way.
This is who my dad's pulling for. He was a Bill Elliott fan, so now you got Chase Elliott. So he's somewhere holding his breath.
Dawson Bill from Awesome Bill.
Yep.
Awesome
Elliott
Chase,
fans
same
aren't
place.
that bright.
Really like him.
As Hamlin would say.
I think it's his personality.
At this point, I want Chase and Hamlin to wreck so Bubba can win. That'd be funny. Let's just do that. Kevin Harvick's talking about clouds.
Yeah, those
I talked
clouds
about-
are lit.
I talked about clouds during the broadcast today.
Clouds are sick, bro.
Dude, it looked like a hurricane.
That's what I said. I thought, man, look at that.
I tried to I tried playing with like my settings by like turning the sky
There's
graphics down
nothing you
to
could do.
low,
No way.
and I tried moving gamma and contrast just to get rid of that fog effect, and I just couldn't.
I switched from blimp to chase cam so I could see the
Yeah,
action.
there was no way you were going to be able to fix that. Lanad and I, we were talking about, like, I was like, man, it got really foggy out here. It was like when we were pushing Jared with like 20 to go. And I looked, like, I was just so focused on them in front of me. I looked up when we came off 4. I'm like, oh my God, it got so foggy out here. What's going on?
It was nuts.
All right. Since this race was boring, yeah, we're still at 29 subs. Make sure you're subbed up if you're watching us.
Oh, come on. What are we doing, Bowman? This is what I get for leaving him in the lineup.
Bowman.
I mentioned that we're giving away a free diecast from him that's autographed, but he's usually better than this.
Well, I mean, at least you took Byron out instead. Byron's what, 12?
Maybe he'll wreck me right now.
Alex Bowman, stage 1 legend.
Really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, subscribe if you're not. Give a like to this video so it helps with the algorithm. I hear YouTubers say that all the time, so I've always wanted to say that. But yeah, let's hit 50. I think once we hit 50,
I feel good.
Away.
Joe, my NASCAR is my fantasy's 1, 2, 4,
Did
5,
you do the swap?
6.
Mine's 1, 2, 3, 6, 30 seconds.
Did you swap?
I did. Well, Zach, you were the one that was one of the people saying to do it, so I took Byron out and I put.
I think that was the move.
Nothing Elliott in.
Since then, Elliott's gone up 1 spot and Byron's still in 12th.
Yeah, so my 5 drivers are in 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Maybe Bowman out would have been a good call. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of TV time.
You can't win everything, Joe.
You really can't, Joe.
You already got your dub for the day.
You had 2 this week. You won 2 this week.
Well, Friday night it was a recruitment race. So I don't count that.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't count. That wouldn't.
Yeah.
That would not have been interrupted.
Elliott closing the gap.
And wrecked you at the end just because I was like, what's even the point? Like, this race is such a joke anyway. But I was like,
yeah, that lap traffic, that Cody Ware's holding him up.
Oh,
and how is Cody Ware outrunning Alex Bowman right now? That's embarrassing.
Meets. Boom, 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 boom. Those gold wheels go hard. You know, it's because they can't afford it.
Cody Ware wrecks Chase Elliott.
And the RV
battles his cage.
And the RV's car of all cars too.
Heat missile.
The roast beef missile.
I'd be so scared with that 51 behind me. Like, who knows when his brakes are going to stop working? It's going to happen eventually.
Yeah, it's kind of like having oh, I'm not going to say it. Never mind.
A few people.
Me and Gene probably knows who I was thinking of.
I want to know who's first on the defense ranking. Is that like Chastain?
Well, I don't know why you stopped there in the corner, Joe.
Was that Hamlin who was ninth?
Yeah.
My guess would be Chase Elliott right now. Is that for today?
On
or
defense?
For the
no,
season?
I think it's overall.
Right,
Yeah. For defense or the season, Ross Chastain for sure. For today, it feels like Chase has not gave up anything. But yeah, for the season, it feels like Ross is the hardest car to pass.
Chastain's always
Chase
the hardest car to
Chase
pass.
hasn't had to defend.
So, how do you gain a defense positive stat? I thought it would just be you would go negative if you lost the spot.
No, I don't know what. I don't know. It's like the Madden rankings. Nobody knows how they're determined.
It's like SimHub, where it's like closing passes and quality passes.
It's like the Kevin Kyle power rankings. Nobody knows who's in charge of it.
Yeah.
Week.
You don't know the difference between closing passes and quality passes on Sim Racer Hub?
Dalton taught me, but I already forgot. Closing passes last for the race.
Yeah, I think it's like the last 5 or 10, whatever it was, % of the race.
And quality is lead lap?
Top 5 passes.
What about those fast lap things? What does that
So
mean?
Meeting has 0 of those in his PRL career.
Yeah, we're gonna ride that for a while. Maybe that'll be my first trophy. I'll be
Actually,
like,
let's.
So does that
one,
mean Mean Gene
one
has
quality
quality
pass.
losses?
Let's.
one quality pass. I'm gonna get a trophy.
Non-quality
Big number
passes,
one.
506. Quality
You know what?
passes.
This is good. This is a good use of my time while Denny Hamlin's winning. What number rows are you, Mean Gene? Are you 2?
You're the worst. Yes.
Okay, let's see how many
Pulling up my
quality
stats.
pass. Let's see how many quality passes Mean Gene has in his career.
Anybody want to guess before we get there? I'm gonna go with 4.
I'm gonna go with 12.
Holy moly!
12.
That's a lot more than you'd expect. Let's look. I'm gonna sort by league.
Yeah, I can't
52.
wait till he says 8 or something. That's
I'm
more
gonna
than you
sort
think.
by-
You had 2.
I'm gonna sort by Bonfire Premier Cup. Oh, okay.
This is Mean Gene staying on old tires.
All right. Bonfire
People
Premier
pit
Cup.
and I stay out. I stay out when y'all pit, so that's
Yeah,
bad.
it is. There's the quality passes. It's quality.
I don't know if I honestly don't know if it counts those. All right. Who's got their final guesses? Mean Gene on the season, Bonfire Cup. How many does he have? Quality passes.
31.
Anybody else?
40.
I'll say 22.
I just wait. Quality
Yeah.
or closing?
Quality passes on the season for Mean Gene.
I think I know, but I'm also looking at it.
You bastard.
Let's say it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too. It's not a very flattering number.
No, it's a
Sure.
very lucky number, but it's a terrible
Yeah.
number.
Team?
Yeah. 7.
That's 7.
7. 2 of those came today, apparently. No, 3 of those came today, apparently.
Look at that.
Those 7 quality passes are part of Gene's total 228 passes.
Yes. Just think, it could be worse. You could be one of those 7 passes. Don't let that guy go by you. What are you doing?
Imagine being one of those 7 passes. Imagine if someone's like 3 of those 7.
Oh, I just pulled up Jerry's career stats.
Oh no.
Bangers.
He's got
his races-
3 starts on a road course with his average start 20th and average finish 18th.
That is driving through the field if I've ever heard it.
Moving up. Look at that. That's upward.
I think he has a few poles in the MRL Friday, I think.
Yeah, he does. He did get a couple
He
poles
loves
last
sitting
week.
on those poles.
Mr. Single Lap.
I got
All
one.
right.
And I
Quality
was not in the
passes.
lead at the end of lap 1 either.
In MRL.
Yeah.
Trucks.
Did you lead any laps in any of these races you got the pole on? Oh, you
Hell
led
no.
2 laps in this one.
Or Iowa, yeah. He's got a pole in Iowa in the modified.
Who out of me, Volpus, and Dalton do you guys think has the most quality passes in trucks this year?
Oh, I know it's not me. I've not had a good season.
Who do you think, Dalton?
I feel like I looked at this pretty recently. I thought it was me. You might have passed me though.
What do you
I'm
think,
not
Jared?
I think
What?
Who do you think has the most quality passes in trucks? Me, Volpus, or Dalton? This season. We've both been we've been pretty equal on track.
I'm gonna say Dalton.
You guys would be correct. Dalton has a convincing 160
Well-
quality passes.
Well,
160.
it probably helps that he sucks in qualifying.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt when you suck in qualifying. I have 145 because I'm too busy up front. And then Volpus has 128 because he's too
Well, if
busy to
that's
slot.
the metric, then I must clearly qualify really well since I only have 7.
No, quality passes are passes for top 5.
Because I'm
Yeah.
already up the front. You can't,
No, like
Dalton
you
has the-
said, you get the top 5 passes when you pit.
Wow.
I think you've only pitted 7 times in this whole bonfire season.
Exactly. When I need to pit, I
think-
just
yeah.
spin. I do the David Owens. I just spin myself, and then I can pit without problem.
What's
Yeah.
that?
But David Owens doesn't feel well. Remember?
Can I get Jerry's average speed rating in the Cup Series?
Oh God.
that definitely ain't gonna be good.
Jared Kelly with the highest speed rating in the Truck Series this year with a massive 1 race sample size.
Oh my goodness, that's a really
100.
bad.
Overall,
That's
Gene's
speed
average
rating.
rating is 67.7.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Okay.
sponsorship opportunities are available. Call now.
Do you have any? Do you have any races like above 70? Oh, you do.
Plenty of
Oh, yeah.
space on the hood right now for your sponsor.
Mean Gene, what's your highest speed rating? What's his highest speed rating this year?
I don't even look at those numbers.
Please tell me he's hit triple digits. He's
No.
he's done it at least once.
No, he has not hit triple digits. this
Fastest
season.
drivers in the truck series who are full time: David Owens with a 109 average, Zach Panzarella with a 107 average, and Dalton Geyer with a 103 average. Vulpes with a 97 average, but the most races, to be fair. And then Mean Gene with a 65 average. Only one race, to be fair.
I don't remember
Plenty
what
of
mine
sponsorship
was on Mondays
opportunities.
last week or last season. I don't remember what mine was last season on Monday nights. I know my homestead
I set
last
my
season.
highest
Wait a second. Wait a second.
this year, I think.
Someone's
Oh,
around.
SVG.
Got
Why
an SVG
is
in
he
turn
here?
3.
Why is he here? Yeah, Chicago Street. I put down my highest, I think, ever. I put it down on 142.
Oh,
Someone
Oh,
lost
the
a
wheel's
tire.
gone.
Oh,
You're gonna
yeah.
need that.
Did he pit though?
I think they just went through green flag pits.
they pitted. Well, I completely missed that.
Is 150 the highest speed rating you can get?
Because y'all
I
were
believe
roasting
so.
me.
My homestead or if you look at my homestead from last season, I think I was 149.3 or something like that on that race.
What's
That's
my?
nasty.
I
think
think I've
my-
hit 150 before. Let me look.
I don't remember what it was. I'll have to look and try not to mess up the stream at all.
Oh, is this the shame when your tire passes you on the track? Let's see.
So did that just come off
Oh.
like
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a couple race suspension for some crew members.
If I won that race today, I would have tied Joey Stiers in the Cup Series.
most wins?
Oh,
Or-
there it goes.
Oh, he came off after he spun.
Oh, was that a pit stop?
Yeah, that ain't nobody's fault. Like, the
I
axle
don't know
broke.
what's going on.
Look at that guy. He knows he's suspended next week already. He's like, fuck.
That must suck.
Yeah. Hey, man. Owner wants to see you in there. He told me to come make sure you actually secure that fucking lug nut. Mhm.
The way that is, and you can see right those notches in that lug nut right there. That has to go over the pin.
You see them notches in that lug nut right there?
Okay, this did not sort the way it should have. What
Right
the
there.
heck?
Look at them notches.
So wait a minute. So Gene's quality passes was 7.
Yeah.
If you see,
You want to know how many I have? 919.
This season?
Yeah,
Why are you letting people get by you, man? You got to keep them
or it's a
behind you.
series stat. So let me go to the season.
between those holes, and when it does, the wheel doesn't walk the way on. They tighten the lug nut. Obviously,
Yeah, you
my,
go to the season. Who?
my
Who-
homestead
I'm,
last
I'm
season.
getting
and
there.
My homestead last season.
You'll never
and
guess who
Monday
leads the
nights
stat,
was-
Jared.
Yeah, no, duh.
Is it a Medina thing?
Yeah. It's Medina, then me, then Landry. Who would have guessed? Big 3.
Brenner's
wonder how
up there.
much-
That's a
yeah.
lot of quality passes for Brenner up there. He's been doing really good this season.
I wonder how much plate tracks like skew that data.
Oh, it skews it a lot.
there's a good
How many
So
passes? do
yeah,
you have?
Brent or Medina's got an average start of 2.8 and an average finish of 5.4.
Yeah,
This
I
is-
don't know how he does it.
By being like a 5K I rating.
I have an average start of 8th with an average finish of 6.3.
Last year, I had an average finish in the 3s, I think. But not this year. I'm not anywhere near as good this year as I was last year.
So Zach, my homestead last season was 149.6. for my speed rating.
That's like Kyle Larson in real life last week. That's impressive.
And then my season average last season was.
Oh my god, they're coming out of the pits, and the cars who are the wave round cars are like not past them yet. How does that work?
It doesn't.
They just wait.
You like, are you just the wave around? Like you're fine. Like as long as they hit the pits, you're past them. It doesn't matter.
How do you see your speed rating for the week that week?
You
would want to go to
results for the race.
Like, yeah, click on your name, and it would just show you like your race by race breakdown.
Oh, okay. I wanted to see what mine was today.
Your nastiest one is probably your road course win. It's probably in the like high 140s.
My average last season on Monday nights was 110.4.
That's really good.
It was Kansas.
Running a part-time schedule.
Yeah, my nastiest ones came on Monday as well.
Mine was February 8th, 2025. I think that was when I won by 10 seconds.
My worst speed rating tracks are all super speedways. They're under 100.
Oh, wait, no. That one I finished second. I finished second that one.
Yeah,
Joe,
oh, wait, this is still for the season. This is still the season. Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not looking all time, huh?
So remember that stretch last season where I won like 3 out of 4, and I had to leave Martinsville? Yeah. I went 129, 131, 135, 130. That's the stretch of my career right there.
Oh, someone got a pitting out of the box penalty. I don't know which car it
sucks
was.
That you're past your prime now, Zach.
Way past it. Way past it. 6 poles last year, 0 this year.
Yeah, I've not had a good season at all.
God, these starting positions hurt. Second, third, second. Oh my God.
Offering the scale to deliver. Call Granger.com or stop by. Granger for the ones.
I'm excited for this first round in the MRL playoffs, though. 3 of my favorite tracks. Really would love to get at least one win.
Jesus, I finished 18th the last 3 races. What are we doing?
Yeah, it was Sonoma. My best one was 131, and it was Sonoma of 2022.
That is probably only a little bit. I think that's lower than it should be because there was so much other speed on the track. I think that's also how they judge it. It's like a curve. I could be wrong about that, but like my Chicago street course speed is not indicative of that much raw speed.
Joe, look at this 3-race stretch.
Or
29, 29,
okay,
31.
I was wrong again. I'm not. For some reason, it's being weird. 148.9 was Kansas when I started third and won by 10 seconds.
What truck or what league was that?
Look at that absolute unit.
That is a unit.
What in the world?
I had total passes was 12.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's impressive. I love Kansas. I can't wait to be there next weekend.
Where at? In what league?
MRL playoffs.
Thursday.
Oh.
This Rockingham and the Glen.
Watkins is the middle race.
It's my best finish this year. I got 12th there.
Nice.
I think Buddy's kid is a Sam Milliken fan.
How many people showed up?
30.
For what?
For that 12th place
finish. I got 12. I want to say like 28.
Wow. At least 12.
Everybody wrecked. I was super happy.
So I'm kind of bummed about that caution because I think that simplifies this race a little bit to where now Hamlin doesn't have to green flag pit stop. Don't love that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody's going to green flag pit stop.
I think we're done, right?
Yeah, I mean, mattering on how long the run goes here, if there's another caution, people might come take 2 or something.
Yeah, I think 50 plus. Maybe if you're sub 7th, you consider it. It's kind of like the sweet spot to me. Oh shit, I'm going to Long Beach in 2 weeks. I'm so excited. Unless you know. Oh, I can't be there for that broadcast that day. 13. Oh, is that the
Oh
champion?
no. Anyways,
Is that the championship?
I don't know. 2
That's a
weeks.
bummer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Maybe I'll
I'll
wake
make Joe. I'll make Joe do it with me.
What race?
championship race. I'm going
In
to
what series?
Long Beach.
Sunday? Sunday?
Yeah. Sunday,
Oh.
Sunday.
Oh, I don't know how enthusiastic I'm going to be about that one.
We can talk
I
about it.
love it. You're gonna be like,
off the
Dave
air meeting.
Medina, 4-time.
here you go.
I have no hope at that track. I'm
Joe,
terrible
we're
at
here live. How
Homestead.
are you feeling today? I'm fucking great. I'm so happy. Okay, no fucking reveals, buddy. How you
I'm-
doing today, Joe? It's fine. Okay.
let me tell you my best league finish ever at Homestead, and then you'll understand my enthusiasm.
If Dalton, we'll talk about it, I mean, Gene, but if Dalton wants to wake up super early, maybe we can do it live. So I can do it.
Ooh.
That's
No one else is gonna have to produce it.
I can produce live, no problem.
You can produce from the car, Jared. It's fine.
No, I can't. How am I gonna get that third-person view?
Fuck them.
Man, was Bubba Wallace like on the gas pedal there for that?
Put it on
restart?
exciting cam. It'll be fine.
I'm not like David Owens, where I've got another computer for it.
Oh, I see. I see. Come on, Joey. Get through this mess.
I know-
Get out of there, Briscoe. What are you doing?
Rip the top, Kyle. It's just like Homestead. Same thing. Run the
Yeah,
chest.
speaking of Homestead, my best finish in a league race ever there. Anybody want to guess?
13th.
Nice.
I got 14 starts there between truck Xfinity and Cup.
7th.
13th.
You don't think I've ever had a top 10 and 14 starts at a track?
I
Yeah,
don't
he's
know,
just-
man.
My
How
best
many of
finish
those
is,
races was Sam Milliken in them?
Oh my god.
That's gonna take me a minute to figure out.
Did I have any quality passes? While you were there.
I don't think you're in any of those races.
You guys seeing Larson and Chastain right now?
Ooh.
Oh, Chastain's back. The old Chastain's back. He's about to
Oh,
start
he's still
killing-
hitting him.
He's gonna start killing Hendrick cars again. It's starting up all over again.
This is great. This is
Leave my
winning,
boil
Ross.
alone.
Look at Joey's back there ready to do a combo shot. 5 in the
Oh!
corner pocket, combo off the fucking 19.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, man, this is terrifying. Oh, there goes Gibbs. He just faded. Yeah, Kyle's getting ate up out there. Joey ain't going to leave any space.
Anyways, it was sixth in a cup race in Moonlight.
Dang. I was close.
13th.
I gave you single digit. I said 9.
I said 7th.
Yeah, yeah, there is no track I have not finished at least in the top. This actually, I think, is the only track that I have no top 5s at is Homestead. That's not a road course. I gotta throw that little caveat in there.
Come on, man. These two knuckleheads are just blocking. Come on.
It's the only car really trying to even use the outside. I mean, he's
I don't
stuck.
think
I don't
Larson
think
really
he's got a
wants to be using it.
choice.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
I
trying.
don't really think he wants to be there.
I think it shows that 5 car is kind of quick that he can even hang there. As I think anyone else would have gotten eaten up by now. There he goes. Got to fill that gap, and now Joey's going to block the fuck out of him. How desperate.
Oh, Joey's like, just stop it. Get up in there. Oh, no, Joey didn't learn.
man.
Joey didn't learn.
All right, I hope you guys are ready for this race to get insane, because usually every time I step away from something, when I'm watching the race with people, is when everybody starts killing each other. So I'm gonna step
Don't
away
do
here
it
for a
now.
few minutes. I'm gonna step
Joey's
away
most
for a
likely to
few
die.
minutes, and everybody's gonna wreck.
Okay, there we go.
We'll see if that holds true.
I think Kyle's
Tiny.
tires were a little bit hot right there.
Oh my god! Oh my god! God, fastest 2 hours of my life. Holy shit! It's been 2 hours. Oh!
Well,
he warned us.
T-bone, the T-bone moment of the
ding.
race.
Womp womp.
It didn't take 30 seconds.
Oh man, I think it was
And
freshly
that's-
cooked. Nom nom for us, Mean Gene.
Yeah, that was the T-bone moment
Go
of the race.
Volpus left.
Joe Volpus left, and there was a wreck immediately.
Immediately.
There he is.
Coming
I
back.
just wanted to pop back in and say I told you so.
Yeah,
Oh
you did it.
I will return.
Talking about that.
Look how far Ty is ahead. And then just whack.
That's your boy, Dalton.
He
And
left the
then
door
comes the
open.
T-bone.
If Cap
Ooh.
car.
And of course it's fucking TG.
Hey, that's a left hook suspension.
You gotta hold that car on the bottom, Ty.
That's a suspension. That's a left hook.
Left hooks are totally fine. Who is that child on my TV screen?
I don't know. Good thing you're not watching it on your phone. The FBI will get you for having pictures of kids on your phone.
I know, straight up. Shit's illegal. Hey, that's illegal.
Boy, Joe called that like no other, huh?
Man, if I told you the top Ford would be 7th at this stage, y'all would have thought I was crazy.
That child just cussed words.
Did Ty Gibbs just use the word little in describing another driver?
Yes. It's a mid-off. I mean, I guess if there's one driver in the garage you can use to describe little, it's the only one.
I don't know. Tyler Reddick.
He's been in
Big.
fights. He fought Paul Custer.
Didn't him and like Sam Mayer swing on each other?
Who?
Ty Gibbs, yeah.
Yeah.
Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, but Ty Gibbs was wearing his helmet.
He's wearing his helmet.
Yeah.
Because he's smart.
Grandpa, can you go fight this other driver for me?
I feel like getting punched in the helmet would be annoying too, though. I'd be like, ow, God, oh.
He had a fight.
I would like smack someone over the helmet. Like I just
if you
smacked him.
Open hand on the helmet, you'd be like, oh, Jesus, could you not? You know?
He had a
It'd be-
stunt double. He had his stunt double put the helmet on and go fight for him.
You guys
was
ever
he-
see that video of like the go-kart crash where it's like a first person perspective and he just goes back and takes the guy out and then like goes up to him and just starts like shoving his helmet like into the fucking like grass or whatever.
and grabs him with that visor and just bitch slaps him like twice.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of an overreaction.
If I was in the grass doing that, I'd just like start pulling grass out of the ground, and shoving it into their helmet.
Would you Milliken if you could have today? Grass faced him.
Yeah. And he came over the radio. He goes, "I was trying to keep you straight. Like you didn't give me a chance to be straight."
Tell him I can't be straight when you're that sexy.
Like I was sideways and he was still pushing me.
Yeah, no, it happened really quick, and it was foggy, and I couldn't see, but it didn't look great. Yo, 65 views already.
It's a good thing you didn't turn the wheel too far to the right to correct it. That would have been a suspension.
Yep.
For an intentional wrecking.
Yep.
Dude, I was like, if there's any chance that I get a really good finish, I have to wreck in front of the field and hope I get shoved across the line.
Mm-hmm.
Like moon car it.
Mm-hmm.
Highest viewed live stream yet. Thank you to everybody for watching. Awesome. Looking at the numbers right now. Very, very cool. Subscribe, please. So we can keep that number going up and give away some more free stuff. But hell yeah, guys.
Free stuff.
Thank you all for watching. Hope you're enjoying us, and hopefully we've definitely been more abrasive this one than we have past ones. So maybe that's the key. Talk about icy hot.
We touch on the risque topics,
The gentle topics.
the controversial topics.
I think that's the key to it right there. Controversy, a little bit of drama, confrontation.
Women in motorsports. That was a tightrope.
No, I can't even say that seriously.
Wait, Zach, did you mute? Did you like mute there on purpose?
No, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I said I think Sammy Smith did nothing wrong. Just trying to be controversial.
No, you want to cause a meltdown and say Sam Milligan did nothing wrong. Watch Jared's camera. Look at him. Look at him. Ah! Ah! Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I feel grass getting shoved in my glasses.
I don't know, dude. Again, Jared, 3 races this week, 3 league races this week. 2nd place, 3rd place, 4th place. Like that almost feels that sucks. Like
I don't know. Leading to 7th sucks.
yeah.
And you could
Leading-
add those numbers up, and I still finished higher than that.
And not winning. I've won 4 official plate races, and I have never led 2 laps in any of them.
I led the most laps today too.
Usually not an ingredient for winning.
Come on, where are you going, Joe?
It makes me wonder, like, if I got turned down pit road and somehow won the race, would that count?
What do you mean?
Like, if I like, say Sam like hooked me down into pit road and I just held her wide open and I somehow won the race, do I still win?
Yeah, record points. Yeah. What I've seen though is like iRacing kind of adjusts the start finish line there, so your start finish line would be behind theirs a little bit, so you'd have to be considerably in front of them. If it was like a side by side finish, they would give it to them. So I've seen like someone finish in the grass before, noticeably like with their nose ahead, and they got like scored in like 2nd or 3rd. All right, Bubba, kill your boss. Make Michael Jordan proud. Great jump from Bubba Wallace. I don't think. I feel like if that's anyone else besides that 11 car, Bubba steps in a little bit deeper. So don't talk about it, Mike.
There we go. There we go.
Did you hear what Harvick just said? Ross Chastain's the only guy here who's ever used 5th gear. Oh!
Whoa!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Ross and Joey with a massive moment when the 2 worst people you know are fighting.
What in the world did Chastain just do?
We got to rack caution out. Number 4, Gregson.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Out when yesterday get really embarrassing.
those tacos, they're not chicken, they're not fish, just 100% beef.
Beep.
All American beef. So, did anyone watch Eric Estep's video from yesterday?
No.
Do you guys see that? What up, Tony? Do you guys see that graphic on the top below the 91 to go?
Okay.
Yesterday, that looked hilarious. It was like green stage, a little bit of yellow, green stage, and then you'd be hard pressed to find any green from that point on. It was like one of the ugliest race charts you've ever seen in your entire life. And it was like literally right here. So this will be a big Cup series to not embarrass themselves and not do like they talked a lot of shit on Twitter yesterday. You saw that, right? Denny Hamlin talked a lot of shit. To be an important moment for them right now. Because is it me, or is this track getting to the point where like 2 dates seems kind of crazy? If this is what we're gonna keep doing.
Anybody get a
I
little
think-
reverb on that?
I think maybe we just bring Cut back here. Maybe we leave the Xfinity and truck.
I'm getting an
Uh,
echo on everybody's
call.
mic.
You guys hear me at all?
Yeah,
I
I
can hear
can
you.
hear you. There's just a lot of echo from somewhere.
Sounds like it's fixed.
Yeah, I think.
What's happening
don't
to my
know
boy
what
Noah
was-
right now?
look, he hit him
the
again.
Beef. We got beef.
Oh, there's beef.
He hit
got
him
a beef
again.
root.
Get him.
We got a beefaroo brewing.
Casey Mears, run away from this, dude. You can't afford any damage from this.
Soda versus beef.
He hit him again, dude. Look, he's waiting. He's waiting.
He's
for him.
waiting.
Oh man. Oh, Busher was
Oh.
like ready for it. He's like, hey, yeah, I'll have some.
And flipping him off. Gregson flipping him off the whole time. No, actually, Gregson's giving him one of these. He's giving one of these. Like, bruh, hey, what are you doing? Come on.
Gregson's like, I suck. Why are you fucking with me? Go forward.
We both suck. Let's go.
Yeah, like, why
I
are we
suck.
battling?
Yeah.
You.
We're in Mean Gene position. Let's go. Don't fight for that. All right, I want to see what happens with Ross and Joey on this restart. That was spicy.
That was spicy.
Joey Logano gets destroyed, and the whole universe cheers.
The whole universe. What about the multiverse? I mean, I'm sure there's an entire planet of Joey Logano somewhere in the multi-universe, just
Let's
with
hope
different
not.
Bomb app-
stages of
that's
hair
what-
growth.
This is looking like a Denny race to me so far.
We're all awake.
Because he's got a security guard behind him.
Yeah, you
Ray
can't wreck
Kraft.
the boss.
Yeah, Freddie Kraft about to be suspended again for race manipulation.
Bubba
I could-
Wallace is on the speaker right now. I can drive the 48 next year, you say? Really?
He's not a big Bowman fan either.
All I got to do is put the 11 in the wall and I drive a Chevrolet.
Boss man. And Michael will come with me.
Yeah, no
Dang, that-
doubt.
Look how round the Earth is. That's crazy.
It's black. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was waiting for somebody to say that.
Look, man, there's
Obviously black.
there's tens and hundreds of thousand flat earthers all around the globe.
That's funny. I'm gonna use that dad joke.
I think the actual like flat Earth Twitter back in the day fucked up and said some shit like that,
Yeah, they
and then
did.
they deleted it.
I love when they do their experiments and they prove themselves wrong.
Right.
Oh yeah, that Netflix documentary cracked me up. They're like, "We bought this $20,000 machine. It must be broken."
Yep.
Yeah.
Conditions are good.
It'll show a laser. Oh, something's wrong.
I got a friend that I've been friends with him for 20 years, and he's recently become a flat earther, and it's painful. Yeah, hard.
No.
All right.
Lloyd,
Great jump from
Green
not good jump
flag.
though, but from Bubba Wallace.
There we go. Keep it straight. Keep it straight.
Denny Hamlin's drive off is incredible.
Yeah, he's really progressive on the throttle.
Very nice. Yeah, Bell just needs to DeWalt it more. I tried.
McDonald's.
he needs to be less of a tool.
Bubba Wallace sees his boss at front, and he's loving it.
Yeah. Hopefully he isn't a menace. Oh, that's Grimace. Fuck, I already ruined it.
Well,
No! Oh, Joey!
you gotta
Oh,
be
no!
shitting me. Fucking
Looking like a
Chase
shell of his
Briscoe.
former self.
I love
Yes.
Chase Briscoe.
Chase Briscoe, you piece of crap.
Chase Briscoe, the hero we didn't need.
Man, that's like watching the Chiefs lose right there.
Mm.
Oh, it's like porn.
Lordy, lordy.
know,
Come on, Fox. Let's see the replay.
4-1 out for Joe Logano, boys.
The
Oh
you know
wait,
what's
is this about to
fascin-
be?
Oop.
No.
Some oil beef.
Oh, he just.
Oh,
Yeah.
Briscoe just got epically blocked by Chastain and lost.
Learn how to drive.
You know what's
Chastain was all the
fascinating
way down
about
the
this
third
whole
lane
thing?
blocking.
The fascinating thing is Joe called this. Like it's been a caution
Oh,
fest
he
ever
hit the
since he
apron.
left.
Joe absolutely. Joe left, and it's been mayhem.
Learn how to drive, you bums.
I mean,
Looks
he
like-
got. I mean, like I would have been able to save that race car. He didn't get hit that hard.
He hit the curb. Yeah, he snagged that curb at the exact wrong moment.
Now we get to have. So now we just have to get Ross out of here, and then we get to have fun. Good job,
What do you
Chase.
mean? Ever since Ross got up there, we've had nothing but fun.
It's true. I mean, Chase Briscoe did a good thing, though. I told you he'd be fun in that JGR car. He's already doing great things.
Finally, Martin Truex Jr. won the war.
The battle, the 15th battle. He's won it. Oh, that was good. It really was it really was Truex all along, wasn't it? He was the problem.
I don't know.
That's why that's why
I won't go that far.
Oh no, that guy's packing it up. That's not a good sign.
Bye.
Nah.
He's like,
bye, bitch.
Boy, this is
You got a movie starting at 6:30. I want to get there on time. See y'all later.
Matthew in
More.
chat said the only bum is Joey Logano, so we're starting to get chat sparking back up here.
Let's go. The only bum is Joe Logano. Matthew Alpers, you're a brilliant man. Bye, Joey. Bye, Joey.
No. He's gonna
Have you ever
put
noticed
some
how much
flashies on
Kevin
me.
Harvick enjoys
Joey's-
Joe Logano?
Yeah. Joey's driving it to the garage.
Nope. He's just getting new tires. He'll be back.
Those are in the pits as well. So that's a long detour at a track this small.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Jeff Gordon.
Goat.
Look at this. Look at this. Jeff Gordon.
That's the goat right there.
That man, he looks so much less stressed now that he's not in the booth with Clint Boyer.
I liked him in the booth too. He really knew what he was talking about. And he would shut down Boyer's bullshit all the time.
That's Eric Almirola's beaver ass teeth. What's this motherfucker doing here? Get out of here.
I don't know. I think Jeff in the booth, he talked a lot more about the Hendrick cars than any other car.
I know.
Yeah, he did have a little bit of bias.
So much fun. I mean, honestly, like cover the 400 cars and Todd Gilliland, and I don't see why we're talking about anybody else.
And Todd Gilliland.
And now Chase, right? And now Chase and Ross a little bit.
Yeah, we can cover Briscoe.
Look at these three
What?
fools. Three blind mice.
Look how close Harvick and Boyer are standing.
They
Those are the-
tell him to do that shit.
They have one arm.
Yeah, they make them do that. They have like little things they're standing on.
That's so weird. My Joy is, oh my god, my Joy is so on Ozempic. He's lost so much weight. Let's go, baby, get on Ozempic.
If I knew that it would just get rid of my belly, I'd probably try it. Because I can't get rid of
Then you-
like I only have a belly.
You'll get
I went-
sunken eyes. It'll be
And
bad.
I didn't only have a belly, but it was starting to expand other places. But I went from 225 to 170. That's what I am now.
Well, I'm 6'2", 225, and I only have the belly. Everything else is fine.
That's a healthy weight. I'm 5'9", so I did not carry 225 quite as well as you would.
I'm 5'10", 225.
That you're also, and I don't mean this offensively, like you're like older than like we are. Like I started realizing as I got like in my 30s, I was like, you just become a bigger person and just gain weight that just isn't going to come off. You know what I mean?
I also teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I really appreciate weighing that when I'm wrestling with little 25-year-old, 210-pound steroid bastards.
I love BJJ. This shit's awesome.
Muscle weighs a lot more than fat, as we all know. So
Well, When
Could be good.
when you're underneath me, it don't matter if it's fat or muscle.
Yeah.
They're like, let's start from our knees or let's start from our butt, and I'm like, no, you go fuck yourself. We're gonna start standing. I don't know takedowns. I'm like, I know you don't know takedowns.
I just want to
Why?
there. I have plenty of muscle. It's just there's a little bit of covering on it, but it's there.
There he is,
Clint, motherfucking boy.
sober Clint.
That was that the one where he did the burnout, and while he was in the burnout, he went like that, like out the window. Like it was hilarious. No one wanting the outside.
No,
Bush
you
takes
can
it every
Joey-
time. Look, there he goes again. I've been watching the eight
Wow.
cars
Joey
to the outside
treatment.
every time.
Good Briscoe and Ross got away with it too.
This is an interesting top 10 we got going on here for this race. It's kind of a culmination of all the different little bullshit that's been happening.
Yeah.
I really like Chastain being a nuisance right now. I think that's going to be fun to watch. I want to see how much
Kyle Busch
Bell
up
sends
in
it on the
what,
outside
12th?
right now. Oh, come on, Bell, get him. Oh, Bell's going to
Wow.
be a problem. I like this. Oh, they're bumping. This is great.
Let's go three wide here,
Oh.
Bubba. 3 wide.
Oh, Denny getting a little pushy in the
Oh,
center
I
there.
thought Bubba was gonna knock Bell.
Nearly 50% of the entire Toyota force right there.
Oh, Denny keeps going up and higher every time.
Denny just driving Bell way up the track. He's going to open the door for Bubba eventually if Bubba wants to press the issue.
Set it up, Bubba. Go 3 wide.
What?
Whatever he's.
Bubba
And
went high.
Brilliant. Denny Hamlin, like with that
Oh,
little.
what does Bell do? Oh, he
That
doesn't
was
do
that was a veteran line that Denny just used right there.
Yeah,
is
he used
so
him up.
precise and like just like I don't know what the word I'm looking for right now, but God, he is so fucking good. The way he approaches
He
shit
is for
is
Pecker.
so like scientific.
He like never wins here too, which is crazy.
He
Yeah, the
usually
last time Benny won was 20 or 10 years ago. Yeah, it was 15.
Chase Elliott thing happened, then the Bowman thing happened. He's always there.
Now is it going to be a Bell thing?
Bell in here, yeah.
Allmendinger in the top 20?
Always been really interesting to me too how like this track for the most part doesn't complement the dirt skill set. You don't really see the dirt guys. You really see the legends guys really be really good here. Like Blaney is a legends guy. I think Elliott is as well. But Bell with the dirt background always been pretty quick here. Always been interesting to me.
Our channel favorite here running in P10 right now, Todd Gilliland.
Oh,
Reddick and Ty Gibbs.
sick.
And now there's Hocevar.
Oh, this is fun umbrella here.
Come on, Joey, take somebody
On a
out. Get even.
track.
Oh no.
Out here. So do you think Logano knows who to be mad at, right?
They need to move aside and let the man come through.
I think he's looking for that 19, I'm assuming. Why else would he be out? How many laps down is that 22? Oh, he's
No.
not. Elite lap.
Yeah,
I think
he's-
the 8 car found something. He's not
Where's-
sucking as bad anymore.
He had a really good 30 lap average. So on the older stuff, Kyle's fires off really good.
I'm not sure how it is in real life, but in iRacing for me, at this place, when the tires come off, like it's never a gradual thing for me here. It's just feeling good, and all of a sudden you're like, well, okay, they're gone. They are gone. And you just readjust.
Well, so you guys are in for a fun time at Martinsville because the last time Bonfire was at Martinsville, we ran out of time. We didn't even complete all the laps. We ran out of time.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get to line up the ads. We're gonna hit you guys with so many advertisements. Like Animal House Custom should make an extra commercial. so much time to advertise.
I think Ricky Mandela should just make a video of him making something.
Honestly, he should something else to give it
Yellows.
to us. I'm gonna bring some extra DDI content. We'll bring some like DDI racing league stuff. We're getting at least eight. At least eight.
Yeah, I think Bell's got. I think Bell is going to get him. He's not letting him get away at all, and it's like he's lurking.
Where was Bell where all this happened? I don't even remember seeing him up front. How did Bell get here?
He's just been slowly moving up.
Well,
He's been in the top
man
5
and
the
a
last,
woman
like,
really
2
like
laps.
each other, and then 9 months later,
Gibbs and Bush.
Get out of his way, Gibbs.
That's the 18 right there.
you think Kyle Busch has ever seen that paint scheme on that 45 before?
I love that paint scheme. That shit looks great.
The mobile one?
Yeah. I mean, that's my favorite Kyle Busch RCR paint scheme.
Oh, the loop. Yeah, that one goes crazy.
But I was talking about the Mobile One car, though. The thing just looks so good.
The VRN scheme you hated was based off of the old Mobile One. The one that had like things on the side, like the gray wings, and then Harvick drove it. That's what that was my inspiration for that one, because I normally love Mobile One schemes.
Well, somebody drove that scheme, and they had black wheels in the Indy race, and I saw it, and I thought it was a different car. So I think the wheels are just throwing me off a lot.
Yeah, they were supposed to be chrome and they looked white. I don't know why they did that. Did you see the truck I ran on Thursday?
I liked that truck.
That's sexy. I'm gonna make that into a next gen.
Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody even have colored wheels in the Cup Series, or are they all running like a gunmetal or a black?
Aren't you not allowed to anymore? Penske used to.
I don't know.
I
I know Roger
on the team radio that said, "Fuck that guy," and I have no. I wish the radio told me who it was talking.
That guy.
It's just something
like an AI assistant comes. That guy is Todd Gilliland.
Hey, look, passing rank. I'm not on that list.
Man, who's on the bottom down there going to pit road?
Bears.
I wanted him to do well. I forgot he was in this race.
He's already been in a few Mirzies.
What happened to the 21 car?
They've had battery issues.
Oh.
The Wood brothers.
Come on, boys. Tighten it up. Tighten it up.
They're going to be like, I'm going to say it now, that 21 car is not a waste of a playoff spot. And it was last year. So
it really does seem to be a driver issue when you see the 21 car in the Penske garage with the other 3 next to it. And you're like, wait a goddamn minute. I thought they just helped them out. I didn't realize they were fucking in the same garage too. Like, now it's all starting to make sense,
The biggest inside joke on this team, on this broadcast, is probably, it really just was Harrison Burton, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah. I would say it's pretty easy to say Cindric might be the weakest link in that garage, like with the 21 in that,
Why doesn't Cindric race open wheel? Like, in all seriousness, like his dad is on that side of the company, and he's a good road course racer, so he clearly grew up doing that, right?
I don't know much about Cindric other than he's the slowest Penske driver.
I just know he was at the same two for the first 15 years of his life, and then they unleashed him and let him do NASCAR.
Go Joey, dial him in, buddy. Just reel him
Was
in.
the 21 as heavily associated with Penske back in the days when Blaney moved from the 21 to the 12?
Yes. To my knowledge, yes.
Why was there such a jump in performance then?
Maybe it was a handshake. Hey, we're going to steal your driver, but we'll help you build better cars.
I think the plan of Blaney in the 21 was always to move him to the 12. So there could have been more support in the 21 at the time, because it could have been more Penske funded. I think it was Penske who put him in that 21.
Todd Gilliland in 9th?
Oh my God. And that's just
on speed.
That's just typical Fox or FS1. Fucking idiots. Todd Gilliland in 9th at 3rd and 4th place. For what? Show Todd. They're showing Blaney. He's in 10th. He's behind our God.
He's not even allowed to step foot in the Gilliland.
The
I
land
think what
of Gil.
this live stream for all of us is
The land of Gilil.
doesn't
The
matter.
land of Gilliland.
Everyone has to choose Todd Gilliland as your pick at least once this year. So you have to thoughtfully choose that. If you really
You have to burn
I
a
don't-
pick on Todd Gilliland.
I'll take Todd
Do
Gilliland.
they go? I was gonna say, do they go Atlanta again? Because I would probably just do that.
What is this
All
car
the
doing?
meat missiles on pit road.
Cindric.
No, he pretended, and then he shot back up on the track to screw people up.
He was exiting.
What a scrub.
This must be a really fun track to go to in person. Like, there's probably always something to watch.
It's probably got the feel of just going to, like, when I used to go to Hickory Motor Speedway all the time, and you could just see the whole track, and it's loud, and all the battles are right in front of you.
I love Hickory.
And then they just break into a fight.
Yeah, there's always fights in the grass. It's amazing.
When there's grass, there's fights. They should not use that camera angle again. Do you see those stands?
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, you got to take the WWE strategy and put everybody where the cameras go.
Come in.
Y'all are sitting. Can you imagine going to a WWE show? Like, oh, you thought you were second row? No. We need you on this side of the arena. You're 30th row. Or really the AEW thing of just going into arenas that only hold 500 people so you can sell it out.
Man, look at Bush sucking again. God dang it.
Do God's work and take Joey out.
Follow Joey to the front. Just get behind
Sure.
him.
If you're religious, you hate these live streams, and I apologize. I've called Todd Gilliland God and said God's work is killing Joe Logano.
There we go. Yeah, we're in line. Oh, look at Rick Ware getting it done. Look at
The
Rick Ware
15
racing.
In the way.
I can't wait till Monday night. Apparently, David Owens called somebody's team Rick Ware Racing, so they're going to come back with all the Rick Ware's fucking paint schemes at him.
The case of beer and Owens thing is deep. It goes like 4 leagues deep. It's really bad.
I like
It's brought
it.
a guy into it. It's not good.
Luckily, Case of Beer can run fast, so it actually is relevant.
Like,
I'll get somebody to make me that Gravedigger scheme and put all their names on the tombstones of the scheme.
I have a
just to
funny
represent for the team. Yeah.
only Alden knows this one. When me and Lynott had our issues a year ago, he was racing for to go to the Xfinity Championship the next week in MRL. So I showed up since I was in my off season, and do you guys know who the band Emir is? They're a hardcore band.
Yes, I listen to them quite a bit at work.
And Kurt Angle is on the album cover of it. So I put the album cover on my hood, and then I put a pretty mean stuff all over my car, written in Latin. And that was my vinyl. My entire rap was just Latin patterns. Revenge I see, like basically just different sayings about how basically I need to get mine. And yeah, I made sure he didn't race for a championship that year.
League admins, this stuff
You
never
did the old
happened.
Jeff Gordon at Phoenix to Clint Boyer.
I didn't blatantly wreck him. He just happened to be in front back up in the field.
I was about to say, I think you just kind of arca braked into whatever,
Yep.
into a wreck that already had pretty much killed him.
There was a big checkup in front of me, and he was. I was like, "Oh shit! Oh, that's the clutch, not the brakes."
Uh-oh. Wrong pedal, my bad.
Honest mistake. Yeah, I felt awful. Just like he probably didn't mean to or help his teammate win the championship. And then we literally talked about it. He's like, "That was fair." I'm like, "Yep." Like, to me, I was just like, "You take mine, I'm taking away yours."
It's one of the things that's easy to lose track of sometimes when you're league racing is like the little team aspect that comes into it. Like when you're on the track, I don't ever think about it unless I have a teammate directly in front of or behind me, and I never think about it when I'm surrounded by another team.
Me either. I would have me all the time in MRL. We'd be lining up for a restart, and I'm on the inside or the outside. Third goes first. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, oh yeah, they're on Discord together. Awesome. Now I'm happened all the time. Like honestly, like DDI just running Thursday nights right now. Second place, third place in the standings, individual team standings by a lot. In-season tournament champions. Over half the wins of the season on that team. And I look at that, I'm like, you guys asked for this. If you don't bully me when I was all alone, I don't bring over everybody I could find and create this team.
That's how the championship races for Bonfire always was who you could who can you get to show up for you.
Yeah, you see the championship race, you're like, why the fuck is he? Oh, are you kidding me? I'm like, yeah.
Or like Lynott when he brought Duval in. It happens.
What's up?
Yeah, but like you would get like guys like from other teams to join your Discord.
So it was, what's it been, only 2 seasons now since we switched since the championship race got switched from Talladega? Because that used to be the championship race for Bonfire was Talladega.
That's so bad. That's so bad. That's so bad.
You would have people reaching out anywhere just to get someone to come in and run that one race, just so you'd be stacked for the race.
Bringing in
Like,
slide job.
Like, what's Ty Majeski doing here?
7 AI rating or some shit.
Colonel Slide Job. Well, who is this?
I will say, shout out John Beverly, BRL and MRL admin, or at least MRL admin. I do know if you have not raced one race this season in MRL, you can't run for the rest of the year. You can't just show up. I don't even think he's gonna let you show up if you only ran one. Because they got like, which I do appreciate if you are one of the people watching who applied to be an MRL or BRL. We did get a lot of applications the past couple weeks, and they're all just sitting there. They're gonna be approved when the year is over, which I love because you didn't race, 17, 18 races to have some shenanigans happen in the last one.
Yeah.
Shenanigans. But hey, you know what they can do? They can run Fridays right now.
Yeah, they can. Come right, like genuinely so much fun. I can't explain how good that ARCA car is.
Welcome back, Joe. Joe's back.
So now
Oh, why'd you kill Joey? Why did you kill Joey?
Let's go Chase. Let's go Chase Briscoe.
Yeah,
all the guys you could have wrecked.
Actually, that's Joe, or that's Joe Volpis. Actually, shout out Chase Briscoe. Shout out Chase Briscoe. So Volpis, stay here for about 5 more minutes and then bail, so we can get one more caution.
If Joey gets in the top 10, he's gonna go. He's gonna take another break.
Yep.
Danny's looking like he might cause something.
Danny's gonna wreck fucking. What was that, John Hunter?
Oh, they're gonna go 3 wide.
No,
3 wide.
John Hunter needs to just bail. Out of there. Get out of there.
I feel like he just lapped that 50 car. Like I feel like the last
He definitely did just lap that 50 car. That car is dragging ass right now.
I got to lap. I've been lapping a guy pretty regularly, even though I'm 2 laps down. It feels pretty good.
Hey, that's still lapping somebody.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you lapped David Owens today.
Several times.
Yeah, that didn't.
I can't believe John Hunter's racing him like that.
John Hunter's legit racing him.
He absolutely.
They're both in Toyotas.
Toyota? That's a Toyota, right?
Yeah, this is great.
He's got.
Then he needs
Toyota's
a megaphone.
No. It's over. It's all over.
It's over. Park that thing.
The Tard's car is crashed.
Yeah, the giraffe has left the server.
Now we just need Reddick to pull into the garage too.
Who's?
No, wait. I think they're fixing Cinder. Oh, wait. Never mind. I just saw it. He mainly disconnected. Awesome.
Yeah, straight DT.
That 50 car is just out there 11 laps down. He's just out there,
Happy to be.
He's living his best life.
Yeah, man. I do that. I'm just putting laps in sometimes. Stay out of the way. God, that 45 is missing some metal on the right side. Look at that.
All right, so just gotta wait for him to get alongside, and then I'll step away.
You did when you left. Joey was on the outside of another car. I was like, "God, not now, not now."
Riley Herbst, he knows the deal.
Yeah, he's like, sorry, boss.
I
Yes,
think that
boss.
car's a little destroyed.
Oh yeah, I think Cindric punted him.
Yeah.
The thing with Denny's car is they made sure on both panels that they made that progressive logo as big as possible. Like no matter how far they zoom out, you know what the fuck that car is. Like there's no mistaking it.
Oh, Joey's lining up to get another ninth place finish. Look who's in ninth.
That's Gillen.
Look who's in ninth.
Look who's
Yeah,
in
he's
eighth.
got to get by that guy.
Can't do it. Not good enough.
Need another
Got
caution.
both your best friends in eighth and ninth.
Let's tighten it up. We need a caution. Tighten it up. Tighten it up. Re-rack.
Caution. Where's Denny's daughter when you need her?
Is she a crash machine?
No, she unplugged his iRacing setup once.
No, she had the remote.
Yeah, she had the remote. Yeah.
Come on, baby. There we go.
I will say when Owens' stuff disconnected earlier, how fucking lucky was it that like that didn't really cause a wreck? Like it just went straight in the wall and didn't like hit anybody.
Yeah. 2 weeks in a row too, or it happened to him Monday, and same thing. He didn't take anybody with him.
I guess he's lucky it like locks to the right because it like went right and then just kept like steering up against the wall. And then he came back and he like moved it down left. David's really good about that too. I've never seen like Owens, besides the championship race last year, be involved in an incident and take anyone else with him if he can help it. He's like really good about that.
I felt bad today. I ended Tony Fox's race, or not Tony. What's
Tommy?
I've been there. I've been there before. I've ended his
race.
race there.
I felt bad.
T Fox.
I just cut down right in front of Leclerc. I thought it was open. It wasn't. I got spun, and then Tommy came by and bang, ended his day. Sorry.
T Fox and Zach Engel, Mr. Single Run Speeds, my teammates. Those guys so quick in one lap right now. Just gotta fill the gaps, and they're gonna be top 5 drivers.
Dang, why is there so many cars in between Bell and Hamlin right now? God damn it.
Hamlin's
This one's
gone.
over. This one's over.
Fell off at this point. That's it.
Unless
If there ain't
there's
a
a
caution,
caution.
this is over.
Yeah.
This is really starting to feel like a Hamlin race.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Worn out tires.
Long runs.
Long run with a worn out tire. Look at Bell.
Bell, I think. Bubba Wallace, man.
Yeah,
He stepped it up this season. This has been a completely different year for the fucking 23 car.
Been saying it every single live stream. All it is with Bubba, he starts the seasons every year.
35 blocking?
It looked like it.
I told you he knows the deal.
He knows the deal. But yeah, Bubba starts the years so slow and he's always digging himself out of a hole all, second half of the season. And he's always impressive. And I've always thought, just start off the year the way you start off, or the way you finish the seasons. And I think Bubba Wallace is a no conversation playoff driver. And I think that's what he's going to be this year. He's going to point his lane and we're not going to be talking about it. It'd be plus 200 like Brad was last year.
Is he higher? He's got to be the highest pointed.
He's like top 6
car, right?
There's no conversation. Like Bubba Wallace to me should be like not even thinking about having to win. He should just be in the playoff. You know what I mean? Like that's how good he is to me.
He's having a good season right now. It's definitely good to see when you see all the dumb haters online that are,
who think he can't do this and they always I love it. Oh, we did it at Talladega. Here we are in Martinsville, 3rd place. So why not?
He almost won Homestead.
Yeah, like he continues to go to the most difficult tracks that demand the most skill and be a top 5 car. As I just saw a tire come out from underneath his car, so that's not good.
Yeah, that was a large.
It's a little rubber. It's okay.
Big, sizable chunk of tire right there.
No one needs rubbers.
Well,
Just
no,
go.
that's been going on all day. You can see it on the side of all the cars too.
I saw it after a caution earlier.
Are these lap cars being a little too racy, or am I tripping?
For second and third, you'd think so, right? Like what they all like the rule normally is you race first and then you're done.
I don't
No, but
know.
they don't.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
These other lap cars are racing them for position, so they don't want to give up.
Chase
much.
and here now. So this is a battle for second. This is a 4-car battle. Larson is right there as well. Oh, horrible miss by Bubba Wallace.
Oh, he got lucky. They're friends.
Chase could have clipped him right there.
Yeah,
Here we go, boys. And guess who's in 10th looking at your boy?
Oh, he ain't
Gonna
got
take him to the
nothing.
land of Gilly.
He's got nothing.
Gonna get him to
50 laps.
Gillily.
Only got the 10th. What a fucking pleb.
Gonna get him to Gillily.
You'd hope he has 50 lap newer tires. Like, why isn't he leading?
Because he got Gillilied. He got Chase Briscoe into the damn wall.
You got risky for brisky.
I think he'd be up there, but
All right, Todd, just hold on to it for a 9th place finish. Just hold on to it. 4 more laps.
This is a beatdown.
Yeah, whenever if I had made my pick later and I heard something about rubber, I would have picked Denny for my pick and not Bell, because anytime they talk about a track shredding the tires apart, there's Denny Hamlin.
Logano got past Gill and
No,
got him. It's all right. Briscoe's still in front of him.
yeah, Briscoe.
That foot twitch on that crew chief there, that's me right now, hoping Todd Gilliland stays in the top 10.
look at behind him. That dude right there is so hungry.
Oh, it's
He
Ryan
wishes
Blaney.
race would end.
Ryan Blaney. Both sons.
Got
I
I don't know how
Joe.
Hamlin gained a second and a half over the last 2 laps.
Wow.
Half a second to Briscoe.
Yeah.
He's got that Arby's car in front of him again. Golly gee.
1 to go.
What if Logano sends Briscoe?
What if Ware sends Hamlin?
He says, "We got the meats," and then clips him right now. Bam.
Bitch.
Right.
Just hands it to him right now.
Get for blocking earlier.
Ah.
No, that was a clinic. If I've seen one this season, that was a beat
There
down.
it is.
Ooh, boo this man. Boo this man.
There's my championship pick right there.
Is this the year? Is this the year,
The
Danny?
year.
I've turned
There
that
it
off.
is.
Gilliland,
There
got
it
it.
is.
He
Got
did
him.
get 10th.
Todd Gilliland holds on to the top 10. What an unbelievable job from our Lord and Savior, Todd Gilliland. God, I love that man.
I gotta get ready for work and stuff. So whenever you guys close out this or
What do I
whatever,
do?
I'll be able to. If you guys don't take too long, I have about 15 minutes if you guys want to wrap it up right fast. And then
We can wrap it up.
I just got to get dressed and ready and grab something to eat, and then before I leave, I'll just close everything out because I don't know how well it'll work having someone else close it out.
Cool.
Yep.
We can talk for 15 minutes. No problem.
All
All right. So real quick, I'm gonna go over the schedule this week because we always forget to do that. Tomorrow, me and Gene will be in the booth for MRL Monday night. I apologize for not knowing this. How many races are we away from the playoffs? Is this the last?
This is the regular season finale at Chicagoland.
So we will be knocking it down to 12 drivers after today. And one of them is definitely going to be Tony Iverson after his first win of the season. Volpis will be trying to hold on to something. Or how are you looking, Joe, in that league? I think you're comfortable.
I'm in a world of my own right now. Like, unless Owens and who's he racing? Bollinger in the points. Unless they both have big stinkers tomorrow, I'm finishing third in the regular season.
So Joe Volpis, a no conversation playoff driver, like we talked about. He will be there. So that will be happening on Monday. On Thursday, we will be at the MRL Trucks, and we will be starting our playoffs, and that will be Rockingham. and that is me and Joe's favorite track. So, or one of our favorite tracks. So if you want to watch me and Joe Volpus and Dalton and only linger until, yeah, I know.
Hey, I don't think it's Rockingham. I think it's Kansas.
You got them backwards. Rockingham's the cutoff race.
Joe Volpus race for the win at Kansas, and Dalton and only linger in third place, and probably take the win away from us at the end. Because that's probably like what will happen there as well. I love that track. I love.
Now Monday, if Hillman doesn't show up though,
Yeah, he needs to be there on Monday.
Hillman, honestly, Thornton, and Duvall all need to show.
Yeah, I haven't talked to you about this yet, Gene. But Joe knows. If Hillman, he should be there tomorrow. But if I'd be shocked if he doesn't. If he doesn't, for some reason, I'm gonna push for him to make it anyway. He was electrocuted last week, and he was advised by a doctor not to race because his heart couldn't handle it.
Oh my medical word!
Yeah, so that's a medical waiver if I've ever heard one. But he will be there tomorrow. We talked about it, but if there was ever a reason to give someone a waiver, that's it, in my opinion. So I'll be fighting for Hillman if he doesn't, but I'm 99.9% positive, unless he gets electrocuted fucking again, Alex Hillman will be there.
Well, there's not counting that. Then there is 4 guys within 9 points of each other.
Gonna be a battle. Who are those
Duvall,
4?
Hall, Casabir, and Sean Walton.
Wow. That's crazy. Actually, those 4 names are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
No Casabir will be there, and that will be him racing enough times to be...
The engine's on fire.
Well,
Hamlin's car's on fire.
Because all the rubber that got built up inside the car.
Oh, that thing is
legit. It's really about to light up.
Well, yeah, they still haven't fixed that problem where the rubber gets stuck inside the car.
They should really get some room.
Somebody get that man off the car real quick.
No, for real,
blast under the fender with an extinguisher. Come on.
Oh, I hope that thing is.
Oh my God!
Oh no! Look at this guy.
Warm ball.
Flag for every paint scheme just in case he wins.
I bet that flag's going to catch on fire. It's too close to that flame.
Oh, that would make it even better. I love that.
Anybody got their volume on? Were they booing him when he did that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I heard cheers.
Look, that guy's coming to run him over. He did that. That truck's going to come smash him.
They popped for the flag, but they were booing him until.
Look, they're coming to put the fire out.
There it is. There it is. Oh my gosh. So okay, Thursday, MRL.
They're all yelling at each other back there. That's amazing.
Oh my God.
Let it burn.
And then
there's a little kid there.
Where are we going?
Bring my small child out here now. I won the race.
Coughing. Look at her coughing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Imagine if just Brenda thought of that.
This is awesome. The flag, the fire, this is great.
The crew arguing with the safety track officials.
There's gonna be some hard photos.
This is amazing.
There's gonna be some hard photos.
It's short track racing.
Some guy from Lionel runs out there like, we got to get pictures with the fire extinguisher fluid on the side for the race to win version.
Is not concerned about that. Fuck Lionel. And then Sunday, yes, BRL. That might be my last of the year. We'll find out. But yeah, exciting week.
Old Denny with another Winnie.
11 against.
I love the flag.
What a cornball, dude.
I wonder.
That goes super, super hard.
It's so bad, it's cool. Like that's the way I'm viewing it.
He's just a heel sometimes, and he knows it. Like I beat your favorite driver was amazing.
When he mocked Joey, this is a short track race, and that shit was fucking hilarious too.
Oh my God, that's what I was a Denny Hamlin fan for about a month after that.
I've always kind of liked him, but then there's been moments where his on-track etiquette was like, come on now.
Yeah, Hamlin is like the opposite of Draymond Green in the NBA, where like he's really involved in the sports side of it, and he's still an athlete, but the sport would be a lot better without him, and I wish he'd go away and never see his stupid donkey face ever again. Whereas like Hamlin, I'm like, I don't like you on the sports side of it or on the track side of it, but we are really, really lucky to have you as an ambassador and as involved. Like NASCAR is very lucky to have Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, no, for sure. I like the fact that, he's even wearing a Jordan hat or a Jordan logo on his progressive hat. He's all up in everything.
Whenever I show my casual fans NASCAR, Denny Hamlin always sticks out to them because of the logos. They're always like, oh my God, how's he have Jordan? Who's that? Then I'm always like, oh yeah, he co-owns a team with Michael Jordan. And they're like, what the fuck? So Denny Hamlin's a casual's like perfect thing right now. Like he's, yeah. And then they got the podcast. The podcast is wonderful.
The progressive car just stands out so much.
Shout out to Hamlin for that. What a recovery. You lose FedEx, and not only do you, seems to be filled the car, but you filled it with legitimate sponsors, exciting sponsors that make now.
And it's a cool looking car for the simplicity of it.
Mm-hmm.
The flag is fucking hilarious. I can't wait to see what all the different pundits say about that fucking flag.
Gene, you see the fantasy results for this week?
Oh, what happened?
So you didn't finish 9th.
Yes.
You finished in a tie for 4th.
Hey, we're getting there.
How many qualifications in fantasy did he make?
That's a great question. He was actually up front for most of this one, to be fair. So actually, Gene, you scored the most point. Your fantasy lineup scored the most points, but you messed up on like all of your bonus picks. You were 1 for 4 on your bonus picks, so that's why you didn't score the most.
Whoopsie daisy. Oh well.
Did you guys see how the wheels on the progressive car are all white from them shooting the fire extinguisher on it? That better be on the fucking diecast line.
Hope so.
It will be.
Hey, look at that work shirt.
I feel like we haven't seen Chase with like a clean shave in a little while.
I know. It's not a good look.
Like it's the first time in a little bit.
But are you about to sign us off? What if I just killed us right there? He may have.
No, you guys are still on.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just changing something.
I like your work shirt.
It's funny. Oh, thank you. It's a fantastic blue. It was funny because there for a second after the race was over, we hit our highest concurrent viewers of the thing.
We did, and we have also highest view count total. So
yeah, I think we hit over 100.
Mm-hmm. Hope to see you all next week. Keep subscribing because we promise giveaways, and that's one of them.
Yep. We should do something special for like a milestone or something. Pick a milestone.
We'll do 50 is when we'll end the Bowman one. The main one that we're doing right now, we'll end that at 50. And then 100, we'll start a new one right there. And maybe it'll be the Gregson one I showed you guys. That's a kind of cool little thing right there. I'll volunteer Jared Kelly for another paint scheme, and I'll volunteer KK for another gift card. And we'll do more stuff. And watch VRN because we're better than these. We're better than 2 out of 3 of those guys for sure.
Hey, I'm drunker than Clint on a Monday night.
That's not fair. There's only one of these guys that really needs to get thrown out of the booth.
Yeah, but I'm better than Kevin Harvick. Not on the track.
I like Kevin.
Yeah, I like Kevin a lot too. But did anyone watch the Xfinity race? I think it was last week when he was with Brad and Joey.
Oh, Kevin can't do play-by-play. That's a horrible idea.
And too, like they just it was ugly.
Shaking that Coca-Cola. Wiggle it.
Man, I hope I look as good as Hamlin when I'm 45. Like legit, dude looks so young. He looks better than he did at 33.
Is he 45?
Oh, yeah.
I think so. Oldest driver in NASCAR.
Go look at him when he was his first win back at Pocono back in the days. His face is all chubby and stuff.
Face back then.
He looks better now than he used to.
Unbelievably punchable.
All right.
He has a
That's
very
usually how I feel about Joey when he starts talking.
young Denny Hamlin reminds me of the way I feel about Austin Hill right now.
Are you guys ready for me
Oh
to
yeah,
kill
that guy
it?
too.
I don't want to punch Austin Hill because I don't want him to punch me back. I saw what happened to Matt Snyder.
All right, boys. Well, what do you think? That wrap it up?
I
Yes,
think
sir.
so.
Another
All
wonderful.
right, guys. Thanks everybody for joining us. It was a blast. Hopefully your guy did good and you did good in your fantasy. And
I got it
try
great.
hard. If you want to do good, I think we did good. We'll see you next week. And hey, join us tomorrow night on MRL.
Better
Yeah.
production, better everything, better sound.
Should be a
We will
fun
get
night.
that. We'll
Better
get it.
ingredients, better pizza.
Better yes.
Papa John's.
Papa John's. But yeah, for real though, thank you everybody who joined us today, and thank you for making this the most viewed YouTube video on VRN yet. Let's keep that momentum going. Excited to do this again in the coming weeks.